got a million to sell. The One Show, they're actually interviewing me, all because of the videos we've been doing. I've no idea who predicted Hi folks, we hope you're keeping well. We're delighted to announce that we've made the finals of the Football Content Awards, aren't we, Jane?
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everyone who nominated us.
Thank you. Now, the next stage is to win the thing. We'd really appreciate it if you could just spare 1 minute to vote for us at the link below.
The award we are up for is Best New Content Creator.
Now, it's not compulsory to vote in every category, so don't worry if you're not sure who to vote for in the other categories.
Just vote for us. Just vote for us. Is it like the Oscars, Jane?
Yeah, I guess it is. It's like the Oscars of the football content creators world.
Here's a quick recap of some of the content we've produced for you since the channel was created last year. It's going to get bigger and bigger, pal. 16,000 there today. 1,000 with you the other week. Look at that. I'll just let you watch them because I just can't talk at the moment. I'm getting too filled up. I'm here with Fleetwood Town's #1 vlogger. It's called Cod's Vlogs and I follow him and he's absolutely amazing. This young kid is going to go places. He's called Ben.
You know what? It's absolutely lashing down. But the fans are livid, calling for Grayson's head. I think we're kind of not putting up with it anymore. It's a bit upsetting, really. You don't want to see that kind of reaction. I can't keep putting up with it every week. So.
We really appreciate it. I was his favourite the other week.
If it's on telly, people say, oh, it's your best game.
Yeah, but they didn't see the games
The
that
games,
weren't
yeah.
on TV. Yeah, I get that. I mean, obviously nowadays we see every game, don't we?
At the beginning of the boycott, I vowed never to wear this again until we were back in the ground.
Got it right last week. 3-1 to the pool. Feedy will get 2. Kai will get 1.
This is the family away end, and we've got a PlayStation with FIFA. It's not on today, the FIFA one, but we've got a shooting challenge game.
Right. Get one of them in. Oh.
Well, there can't be last minute goals in extra injury time. Finally, we're coming out happy. Woo!
We hope you enjoy our channel. We're always looking at ways to improve the content we produce for you and are always happy to take on board constructive feedback, aren't we, Jane?
We are indeed. Even though there's no football at the moment, we've adapted. We do a weekly live stream at 3 o'clock on a Saturday where football fans from all over the world come in and chat with us about everything from the Bundesliga to Banana Blossom.
Banana Blossom?
Don't ask. And we host a football quiz live every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
The deadline for voting in the Football Content Awards is midnight on Thursday the 8th of June, so get voting.
Yeah, please vote for Lee Charles TV as Best New Content Creator. It really would mean the world to me and Lee.
It would. Thank you for watching and for voting from Lee
and Jane at
Lee Charles TV. Boom. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lee Charles TV at 3 in the afternoon with me, Lee Charles, and
Me, Jane Stewart. You're very excited.
oh, I'm excited today. I'm really looking forward to this today. We will wait for you to catch up. You're a few seconds behind, so we're gonna have a quick look at who we've got in today. Who is with us? We have got
Kate. Hello,
Kate. Hello,
hey,
Kate.
Jane, loving your output. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's very nice.
Nice to be appreciated.
Stephen
How are you doing,
Smart
Kate?
says, good afternoon, Lee and Jane. Happy Saturday.
Happy
yes,
Saturday,
it is.
Stephen.
Happy Saturday. That should be the theme for this, shouldn't it? Happy Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday's
Let
happy
us know
Saturday.
in the
Football.
comments, because obviously you're a little bit behind us. Just let us know if you can hear us, and we can see you obviously typing in. But at the moment, we've just got 2 people. So have we got anybody else? Anybody else wants to say hello to us?
Oh, Neil's here.
Oh,
Hi, Neil.
Neil's in. Afternoon, Neil.
Welcome back.
Do
Came
we
into the quiz on Tuesday, and you're back here for the live stream on
Do we
Saturday.
sound okay? Do we sound okay? Let us know.
So how's
And can you see us as well?
How has your week been? What have you been up to? John Stevens. is
John
here.
Stevens,
Hi, John.
hello, John.
So what have we got coming?
How's your week been? Jane's going to do a quick. Well, we've locked her away all week, and she's been beavering away on what she's going to talk about this week. Haven't we?
Does
Been
he actually
lots
keeps
away.
me locked on
Yes,
the stairs and only brings me out on
perfect
a
to
Tuesday
see.
night.
Loud and clear, says John Stevens. Yes, we lock her away. So, what's the headlines today, Jane? that
The
we're gonna talk-
headlines, well, we've got the Premier League, the resumption of the Premier League on the 17th of June. We've got a little bit on that, and the FA Cup is making a comeback as well. So we're gonna touch on that.
Very quickly, Ryan Dunbar's here. We got to congratulate him on his anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Ryan, and we're glad you're here.
It's ours. Is it ours? Sometime.
Oh, he's got a couple of questions for us.
Oh, and a
today.
couple of questions.
Okay, well, fire away. Michael Miles, hello.
Oh, hello, Michael.
Welcome. I don't think we've had you in before, have we? So, Mr. Moley, hi, has Lee been on the high sugar Vimto? Yes, possibly. Yeah, actually, do you know what we did? We've been drinking water for the last few weeks, and we had some not sugar-free Fanta last night. So maybe that could actually explain a lot.
We did. We really did.
My head's been buzzing a little bit this morning as well.
That could be it. We may be in for a mental afternoon this afternoon because
Yeah,
Lee Charles is
I've
in.
been trying to.
It's gone a bit crazy.
I've been trying to read a book this morning, and I've just been moving about and stopping and writing things down and looking things up, and I've not been able to concentrate. So yeah, the sugar in the pop is the answer.
Sugar.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
what
Rowley,
it
you've
is.
got it.
Sugar.
David Scholes is here. Hi, David.
Matthew Warrender. Afternoon,
Hello, Matthew.
Matthew. Hello. How are you doing? How are you?
I was just running through what we've got coming up. So we've got the Premier League and the FA Cup coming back. We've got quite a lot of news in the EFL, actually, including news of a club director taking a club to court. So a bit like
we
the
know that,
Valerie
don't we?
Bellicon situation at Blackpool. It's happening at another club now. So that's interesting. An update on the Joey Barton court case.
Millwall Smithy's here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Alan. You all right? How you doing? How's
Um,
London? How's life down there down near the capital?
or is he in France? He's saying bonjour today.
Oh, bonjour.
Gary
bonjour.
says hello from Northern Ireland. Hello from Northern Ireland.
Hello, Gary. Hello, Northern Ireland.
And we have an update from Europe as well. We were touching on what's happening in Italy and Portugal and Turkey and Hungary today. And then we've got a bit of sad news actually when we come to the brick football update. That's there's
Tragedy.
been heartbreak for FC Brickstan this week, but I'm not going to touch on that for too long. As it is really quite upsetting. But
You know, we might have a bit of tears from Jane on that one. A bit of tears.
I don't really want to talk about it at all, but to be honest, but it's important that we keep people informed on the brick football. So, and some update on what Sky Sports are doing to make the football experience a bit more interactive and a bit more interesting. It sounds pretty good, actually. They've got some exciting ideas. So will we be watching the Premier League football when it's on the telly?
Will we? Will you be watching it? When does it start, Jane? What's the date it
starts
starts? Let's go
on
through.
the,
I know the championship starts on the 20th.
17th of June.
17th of June.
Yeah, there's going to be 25 free-to-air matches on Sky Sports. There's going to be 4 on the BBC, which obviously free, subject to TV licence. And Amazon Prime have got 4 games and they're free to air as well. So we actually do have access to 25, 29, 33 free matches if we want to. So that's actually quite interesting. I'm glad they've done that, actually, because they were talking about bringing football back to lift the mood of the nation, but people haven't got any money, and they're asking people like BT Sport are asking people to pay for the privilege when they can't really afford it. It's a bit much, really, I think. So it's a good thing that they're doing that, I think.
Just say hello to Leah.
Oh, hi,
Saying
Leah.
hi to us both. Ryan Dunbar's got some stuff on Scotland, some goss from Scotland. So, was a question on football daft, but I'll change it slightly for you both. Who is the best player from England never to have an England cap? Ooh, who's the best player from England never to have an England cap?
Best player from England never to have an
England cap. Tumbleweed drifts across brains. Cheers, Ryan. Come and Google that. Who's the best player from England never to have an England cap, never to play for England? Who's the best player ever?
I'm sure there's been some outrage about some players over the years, hasn't there? But,
Gary Hutchinson is saying we'll wait for, maybe we need a bit of a clue, Ryan, on that one. Mine's a blank. What's the situation with the hotels in Blackpool now, as he's due to go on July the 13th?
I don't think they're allowed to have anybody yet. I was reading something about it was somewhere else, a hotel that was allowing people to stay there, and they're not really allowed. But it's coming.
Aren't they saying the darts are on?
They are.
I think they've confirmed the darts are going to be on, so I'm sure that's around about July the 13th. We can check, but there was a tweet from somewhere that the World Darts are going to be on, so it may well be.
I've got a friend in Spain who has a B&B.
I'm stuck in South London.
Guest house over there, and she's being allowed to open again now. So it's coming. You know, it's if the hotels in Europe are being allowed to open, subject to special, they've got to have a 24-hour gap in between guests so they can thoroughly disinfect and clean the rooms, and they've got to clean all the communal areas, and I think they've got to give the guests access to certain things, hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of restrictions that they've got, but obviously that's understandable. But good news. So hopefully by July 13th, which is still over a month away, isn't it? Fingers crossed we'll be able to have people back then.
There might be a chance. Alan Smithy's stuck in South London, still stuck there, so he's not in Paris, right? Okay, so the bonjour was just obviously we're just going a bit continental.
Mr. Moley says BBC games will be the barrel scrapers. Yeah, to be honest, I did actually look at what games are going to be on BBC this morning, and yeah, they are.
They're not going to give him Man United versus some.
Right. But having said that,
Stambols.
I think it's Sky are showing the Merseyside derby for free, so there will be some good ones that we can watch, but the BBC ones, yeah, they're not the best. So,
We've got hello to Richard. Afternoon to us both, Richard. Hello, Richard. I don't think we've had Richard on.
Richard.
Have we had Richard on before? Where are you from, Richard? Let us know. Which are you a Blackpool fan or from somewhere else? We'd love to know.
Ben's here, Cods Vlogs. Hello,
Mr.
Ben.
Moley's guest at Stan Bowles for the player that's the best player that was never capped for England.
Paul Heary's here. I'm a Preston North End fan, but I'm also a Blackpool FC fan. Well, that's controversial.
That is, Paul.
That's a bit of a blast from the past, isn't it? When people used to go and watch Blackpool when they were at home and Preston when they were at home. I didn't think it still happened these days. How's that happened, Paul? We need to know.
Yeah, my dad, but back in my dad days, Blackpool fans used to go and watch Tom Finney all the time. Obviously, there's a rivalry there, but it must be very hard. Who do you support? Do you support Preston when we're at Deepdale and Blackpool when we play at Bloomfield Road? Or
well, he seems to be
would you have a half and half
scarf? Prioritising Preston North End there. So.
Yes.
Mark Porter's here from Clitheroe. Hi, Mark. Welcome back. Mr. Moley says, for most Blackpool B&Bs, I would always take plenty of my own disinfectant.
Oh, and I'll say hello to Ben as well. Sorry, I haven't said hello to Ben on Cod's Vlogs. By the way, just while I'm on, while Ben's on Cod Vlogs, he's been doing some. He's done an interview with the goalkeeper on his channel. It's absolutely brilliant. He's Fleetwood Town goalkeeper, obviously, but it's brilliant. And it's one of those things where you actually don't need to watch it. You can listen to it in the car. It's really interesting, and he's got a very relaxed style. He's very natural, and
some very good questions.
Yeah, some really good questions.
Gets the players to open.
Yeah, and you can also see that the Fleetwood players love him as well. So he's going to get some. He's got more to come apparently. So make sure you subscribe to Cod's Vlogs and watch his videos as well.
It's interesting actually, because even as a non-Fleetwood fan as we are. We're not Fleetwood fans, but they're interesting because he's interviewing the players. But a lot of the questions he asks and what they answer, it's relevant to all football. Because it's interesting to find out what footballers are doing and how they're training and what they're doing with their time.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend tuning in and watching.
Oh, it's
Ben's
honestly, it's different level. It's really good, and of course, Ben we have voted for him as young content creator because he's young and he's up for the Football Content Awards.
Oh, we haven't mentioned the
which
Football
we
Content
haven't
Awards.
mentioned at least 20 times already. So vote for us in the Football Content Awards if you can, please. We really appreciate it.
Can we put a link in the text there so people can vote easily to the Football Content Awards? Are you able to? Do you want me to do that while you're holding the fort? Shall I do that?
Yes, you
I'll
can. Yes, Jane will put the link in. Okay, let's have a little
hold
look.
the fort,
Have a look. Okay, Ryan's saying there's no right answer here. It's just in your opinion.
Martin Bullock, in my opinion, then.
Yeah, Martin.
I love Martin Bullock.
Brett Ormrod for me should have played for England. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's mine. Brett Ormrod for me, and Jane's going for Martin Bullock. Even though he could never deliver a final ball. He was very exciting.
He did actually walk it into the net the one time.
He did, and he scored a golden goal at Huddersfield, which Jane has never forgiven him for all her life.
No, I mean, it's not him I'm angry with.
It was Blackpool.
It was just Blackpool nearly throwing that cup run away. And I'm not angry with Bully for scoring. I was angry with the team for putting us through.
I still can't believe that every single Blackpool fan at Huddersfield was going absolutely mental because we won on a golden goal. So when that goal went in, that was the end of the game. It's over. They score the golden goal. It's finished. I was going mental. Everyone around me was going mental. Jane ran to the front of and she was shouting at them, telling them all off for putting her through hell.
I was swearing at them.
She was actually swearing at them, yes. So I think she was the only Blackpool fan to be doing that because everybody else was going completely crazy. But she'd gone through so much stress through the game that she just couldn't take any more. And she was shouting at them for putting us all through hell. But we actually went on to win the LDV final as well, which is fantastic. Who did we beat in the final? Was it Southend? Was that against?
That's a very good question. We had Southend and Cambridge, didn't we?
Which one was it? Was it Cambridge?
There you are. I posted a link there to vote for us as best new content creator in the Football Content Awards. But you could also vote for Ben Cod's Vlogs as the best young content creator because he's great.
Yes, he is.
Hopefully, we'll both be winners on the night.
Yep.
Richard said he sits near you in the Armfield stand. Is that near you or near me? I don't know.
Sit near us.
I don't officially sit with you, do I? my season ticket seats a couple of blocks down,
we couldn't actually get Jane in the seats because she was a late addition to it, and there was no seats around. We may be able to get her close to us this time because you had to sit over the other side of the stand, which was great because we didn't have to talk to her all the way through the games on most days. But no, seriously though, we got her in next to us on loads of times.
No, it's actually quite nice because Lee can get quite angry when we're losing. So it's not angry. Is angry the right word?
I don't get angry. Moany. I get a bit moany. I start moaning when it's all going wrong.
Oh, we're going to lose.
No,
we're never going to come back from this. Oh, I've been watching football for years. And
I've told you that would happen. I knew they were going to score. And James was always happy. And, we're going to win. I'm saying, no, we're not going to hold on. They're going to equalise. And they equalise. And I'm like, I told you so. I told you they'd equalise. She gets really angry with me.
It's kind of nice to have another seat to retreat to sometimes. Sometimes I'll just say, I got in lately. Sorry, I'm still sat in my old seat. Maybe I'll come along at half.
Best uncapped English defenders: Ron Chopper Harris and Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good shout. Yeah, Steve Bruce, even though he's not the most popular manager in the world because he's a bit.
Ryan says Charlie Adam was Football Daft's guest this week. I mentioned Ian Holloway and teddy bears. His training schedule was bonkers. And did you read Angel Martinez's Twitter comments about Ollie? No, I didn't. What did Angel say about Ollie?
Fill us in.
Are you suggesting he used teddy bears, when he was showing them tactics?
Paul here is glad the Oystons are out of Blackpool. Yeah, we all are happy about that. Blipping heck, it took a long time to get them out, but finally they're out.
Yeah.
Ryan says Charlie Adam was Football Daft's guest this week. Sorry, you've done that. Yeah, the teddy bears. Yeah. Mr. Moley, Jimmy Case, Howard Kendall, and Jimmy Greenoff, all our great careers and successful sides. None of them played.
Jimmy Greenoff.
Jimmy Greenoff.
Apart from a great English player that never played for England. I don't know that name. Tell me more about him, Mr. Moley.
Do any of you remember a very diminutive pool player who played under Billy Eyre and they nicknamed him the Rat? Someone must remember him.
Yeah.
Know his name.
Well, I don't remember him having been nicknamed the Rat, but I can imagine it's Neil Mitchell, the striker. He looked quite ratty with his hair.
Was he not
and
Chris
he was very
Packett,
tiny. So
He was-
I reckon that yeah, I can see him. He now you mention rats, he did look like a rat. Yeah,
Because all the fans used to call him Chris Packett, didn't they? He was called.
Did they?
Yeah, it's Chris Packett. Little Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't remember as the Rat.
No, but it's got to be surely.
Kevin Finn. Hi, Blackpool and Jane. Up
Oh,
the
hi, Kev.
Scholars and Wolves.
Yeah, but a bit of an upheaval at the Scholars this week, hasn't there? They've lost their secretary and match secretary. So, yeah, all go down there.
2 words, says Alan Smith, that go together very well. Oyster and disinfectant. Yes, we are cleansed of the oysters. And I tell you what, we had to use quite a bit of disinfectant to get the pigeon poo off them seats. Trust me, I tell you. Funnily enough, we're going to be in just a bit of like breaking news, but we will be in the Blackpool Gazette on Monday because the Gazette have picked up on our fact that we're in the football content awards. They're doing a feature on us, so make sure you pick up the Gazette on Mondays. I think it's going to be in the sports page. And I was talking to them all about. They rang me. I was telling them all about the fact that I made the video to actually clean the seats at Bloomfield Road, and that's where everything started. Where Quest HD picked up, the video and contacted me and said, would they be able to use all my footage on their intro to the the Football League show? And I said yes they could, and that's why I met them on the comedy carpet and the One show and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to be in the Gazette, and we're trying to get a whole of Blackpool behind Leach TV, because we've got to win this award. We've got to come back to Blackpool with the goods, and Cod's Blogs as well. Bring it all back to Blackpool. It'd be great.
Stephen Smart said Jimmy Greenhoff was Man United and Stoke.
I'm
actually reading a book about Stoke City at the moment. I don't know if you've seen, I've started reviewing football books for my blog, which I've revamped. Actually, I've revamped my blog. If you want to go and have a look at that, I would invite you to do so.
Yes, it looks fantastic.
It's
really
janestewart.co.uk. It's completely revamped, and it helps you find it easier to navigate now. So I've got a column for my Corona diaries, a column for my match. Not match reports, are they? But my match day reviews, my match day blogs, and then there's a column for football book reviews as well. So I'm reading at the moment She Stood There Laughing, which is about one man following Stoke. But I've just read A Season with Verona by Tim Parks, and I've reviewed that. That's my first book review on my blog, and I would recommend that you read that. It's a very, very good read. It sounds very interesting, following an Italian team around Italy. It's based 20 years ago, but he spent a whole season watching Hellas Verona.
Wow.
And their fans were mental.
It does look a good book. I'm going to have to read it. So have we said this about...
Ryan has said, Angel said that Holloway tried to hit a helicopter with a ball. Well, that's very dangerous. And no, Adam said we were playing Derby, and in the hotel he said, right, there's teddies in the next room, 11 of them
have your names under it.
So the team was picked using bears.
Oh, well, Holloway was incredibly motivational. I don't quite know what the teddy bears were, but he was incredibly motivated. And I actually went in the sponsors lounge a couple of times while I was a manager, and he used to come in before the match started, and he did a big speech in there, and it was honestly, it was comedy gold. He was so funny. He was just a brilliant manager. I know a lot don't like him because he's backed the Oysters since, but he'll always remain in my heart as an amazing.
He was great when he used to do when we were at the Sportsman's evenings, and he used to do the auctions. He was just so good at getting people to get their hands in their pockets, and he was really, really good at that. He's very skilled man.
He's like a great after dinner speaker, I'd imagine. If he does after dinner speaking, he's just so inspirational. He's such an inspirational, and of course he inspired 11 players who were nobodies to get in the Premier League, and he did, and he sussed out Cardiff and how to beat them in the final. It's just a genius.
Back on Greenhoff, he played for Stoke City, Man United in the 70s and 80s. That's why I don't remember him. Played for United in the 77 Cup final against Liverpool. His shot hits Lou Macari's back and went in for the 2-1 winner. Oh, wow, superb.
Wow. What a memory, Mr. Moley. What a
4
memory.
days later, Liverpool went to Rome and won their first European Cup.
Well, there we go. I'll tell you what. It's educational. This show is educational. We didn't know that.
Ryan says another story was the players went to training. Ollie got talking about his family and life in general. Got to 1:30, 2 o'clock. Players said, "Let's train." Ollie went, "Nah, no point now. See you tomorrow."
Oh, great.
What Paul says, yes, it was Neil Mitchell. Jane just looked him up on Google. Can't mistake that hairstyle and ears he had. Yeah, I forgot about his ears as well. Yeah, definitely. Definitely ratty. Leah says, cleaning lots of pigeon poop again soon on the seats, maybe. Well, yeah, who knows what the ground's like now.
Well, probably. I mean, they did. Well, you probably saw, didn't you, my videos on the pitch updates, and I met up with a guy that had the big Harris Hawk, which was like from Bolivia or something. It was flying around like
Bolivia?
It was just some foreign place. I can't remember now where it was from. It was, yeah, I think it was Bolivia. But they're native, obviously not to UK, but obviously they fly that round for half an hour, and all the pigeons just.
You must get tired flying in from Bolivia.
He lives actually up in the Lake District. There's the guy that owns him. There's a bird farm and a zoo or something up there, and he comes from there and he comes down and he flies around a couple of times a week, and he just scares all the pigeons because they were obviously nesting in that corner stand, and that's why there was so much poo down there, because they were just nesting up there. So obviously the hawk flies around, scares them off. I mean, he really does scare them off. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, he flies around, every bird just goes, like, just gone. No bird anywhere. It's quite eerie, actually. He just gets rid of everything. But what a beautiful bird. You saw the bit where I had him flying, coming into his hand. It was just beautiful. It was one of the best bits of video I've ever done, actually. I'm still proud of that now. I'm still proud of that shot now.
No, it's excellent footage. Mr. Moley, does Mitchell not have those ears anymore? Well, I don't know. Maybe he does.
Yeah, I can't say. Where is Neil Mitchell now? Is there? Can we find a wiki on him to find out where he's gone to?
I'm not sure.
Right, come on then, Jane. What have you got for us? You've been researching very hard this week.
We've got the Premier League, which resumes on the 17th of June. I've mentioned the free-to-air games. The first match is going to be Villa versus Sheffield United, which doesn't excite me particularly, but
no, it's a bit of a. Well, Sheffield United are doing very well, aren't they, this year? Really, they've done surprisingly well, and Villa are struggling, aren't they?
Yeah, it's good, and they spent a lot of money as well. Villa. It's going to be difficult to get into that. Really, one, it's not a particularly exciting match, and two, the players are going to be. They've had no pre-season matches, have they? They've only just started the contact training. It's going to be a little bit sluggish, I think, but maybe we'll give it a go. They're going to be allowed 5 substitutes, 9 subs on the bench. This is for this season, I think possibly for next season as well, but I don't think they've agreed that. But they are potentially allowed to, so they could bring on 5 subs.
You can bring on 5 subs in the match,
they're only allowed 3 windows, so you couldn't keep stopping the game, bring one on now and then another and then another, then another, then another.
So you have to bring 2 on at once.
So you're only allowed to break in play 3 times.
It'd be interesting, that though, won't it, to bring that many subs on? Dennis Hutch is here. Hello, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Straight away he's in with they should put a sign up in Pigeon English. No shitting, says Dennis. No.
Pigeon English. Very good. Oh, you do make me laugh.
Yes, I did actually mention the word SHID quite a few times in the video. Somebody said it was not, so I had to change it. I had to change my video a little bit, but it was pigeon poo. Pigeon poo everywhere.
And the Premier League clubs have agreed in principle to playing games on neutral ground, so I think they've not agreed where all the games are going to be played yet. Tottenham have had 1 positive test. Newcastle is quite interesting. Rumour has it that one of the guys who's involved in this company that's taking over or looking to take over Newcastle instructed the murder of a journalist. So this is the latest the latest thing with the Newcastle story. So it does sound like they're bad. They're
Michael A. Miles, sorry,
we'll
he has to go. Take care and stay safe. Yeah, you too, Michael. Thanks for popping in, even if it's only very briefly.
Yeah, cheers, bye, Michael.
Lee and Cheryl Linsky, hi. How are things keeping? They're keeping fine. We're all right. We're still sort of locked down, but yep. It's Blackpool's unfortunately had visitors here for the last few weekends. They've been leaving loads of rubbish all over the beach. It's been terrible. Honestly, the sea was so clear and so beautiful and so sandy. And 1 week of scumbags basically coming to Blackpool and just leaving all the litter on the beach, all bottles and cans. And it's just, honestly, I can't believe that people come to Blackpool and treat it so badly. And then you'll say, oh, I don't come to Blackpool because it's mucky and all that. It's not. It's just when people come and leave all the rubbish around. So if you are coming to Blackpool, anybody watching this, coming to Blackpool, make sure you don't leave your litter put it in the bin.
Ryan says, even though I'm a Blackpool fan too, Rangers said to set aside a youngster in the coming days. I don't know a bit about any thoughts on Tony Weston. Does anybody have any thoughts on Tony Weston? I think we only saw him very briefly, didn't we? He came on in one of the cup games, didn't he?
Jane was very excited about it when he came on, weren't he? You were like, ooh, and they've not really played him since, have they? But you might get more of a chance with Critchley, do you think?
Well, no, he's off to Rangers apparently. So.
He's off to Rangers. Oh yeah, no, he's all right. He looked all right. I mean, he's only young. He's quite small, isn't he? But he looked quite zippy and fast. That's a shame because you quite liked him. I wonder, are we getting anybody in return for Tony Weston?
Mr. Mo. Oh well, let's see the Rangers link there with Gerrard. Is it with Critchley? So that
maybe there could be.
Maybe we could get somebody coming back if we foster relations there. So it could be interesting. Mr. Moley, do you remember the Swirly Crisp Packet Vortex in the northwest corner of Bluefield Road?
It's still there.
Was often more entertaining than watching the team in the Lee Clark and Colin Hendry years. Yeah,
we still do have that Swirly Crisp Packet Vortex. It still goes on in that corner, doesn't it? All the litter goes in that corner, swirls around. It's just, it's always. I don't know why it does it. It goes into that corner. FPL Penguin. Up the pool.
Oh, hello, FPL Penguin.
Hello, FPL Penguin. Are you
a penguin?
Yeah. Are you a penguin? We've got a mole. We've got a penguin.
Yeah, gosh. Lee and Cheryl, it's bad news when that happens. I mean, why can't they keep the environment clean and tidy? Well, because people are not
scumbags.
Yeah, they can be. They can be.
Yeah, there's lots of scumbags. People just don't care about anything, really, do they? Just. I mean, it's easy just to put it in a bag and put it in a bin and just leave it there. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's shocking.
Mr. Mo, the Newcastle fans hated Ashley, but are welcoming the new lot with open arms. Football fans, yeah, it's.
Have they got them?
No, they're still going through the fit and proper test thing. It's been going on for 6 weeks, but more and more keeps coming out, and really it's not sounding good, to be honest. But apparently in a vote 96% of Newcastle fans have said they're happy with it, but they're just desperate to get rid of Ashley, I guess, aren't they? But is it a case of it's, I don't know.
Can we swap Ryan Kent for Liam Feeney? No. Or Defoe Fernandez? No.
His contract's up at the end of.
We don't know what's going to happen with Armand, do we? We don't know if he's going to stay or not because his contract's up, and it'd be a shame. He gets a lot of stick, but he's a great player. He's a great player. I think sometimes he gets a stick for being looking lazy, but he's not really. It's just because he's a big striker, and they always look a bit, don't they? They always look.
There's a great article on Armand Nangelay in issue 5 of the fanzine. Actually, if you haven't seen it, it's very good. It's very interesting. There's a lot of things that you'll read in that and just think, yeah, it's exactly like that. It's worth a read. Do pop over to issue.com/BlackpoolJane and
you'll see it come up in that little thing down there that we've got going. It's in there. It tells you where our issue is. Alan Smith, we still cult worship Big Danny Shittu at the Dan Lee and Jane. Do you Blackpool? I'd still talk about the man mountain.
We remember him very fondly.
Yeah, we don't talk about him all the time, but yeah, we loved Danny Shittu. Absolutely loved him, and it was a shame he just couldn't play in the final when he got us.
I think he was the first centre half that I fell in love with. Really, I don't really get too excited about centre halves as a rule, but Danny Shittu was like, wow, he was special.
He was enormous, wasn't he? I mean, he really was. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anybody bigger than him. He had legs like tree trunks, didn't he? He was just a huge guy. You'd just bounce off him, wouldn't you? He was an incredible player, and he did really help Blackpool get promoted that season when he came.
Ryan says the SPFL have agreed a deal with Sky Sports to put together a virtual season ticket. Yeah, that's happening with the Championship as well, actually.
Was it?
Where have I got that? Yeah, Championship season ticket holders can watch online. It may be in lieu of a refund or part of a wider package as determined by each individual club. And that includes the games that are the paid games on Sky Sports. So Championship season ticket holders can watch online for free. And if you're not a season ticket holder and you're a fan of a Championship club, you can get basically a season ticket for the rest of the games this season for £10, which is not a bad deal, is it really?
No, it's not too bad.
Um,
Again, we just wonder what it's going to be like, don't we? I mean, we've got to watch it to see if it's really exciting to watch these games. But at least it's football back, isn't it? You know, at least we've got some football back. That's
well, Sky Sports, what they're doing, they've got a crowd noise option. I think you can possibly have that on or off. There's going to be catch-up options during the match. So if you tune in and you're like 20 minutes into the game, you're like, oh, what's happened? You can watch a quick catch-up during the game to find out what's happened. But they're also bringing in, this is the particularly exciting bit, a fan zone, which is a video room. So it looks a bit like Zoom. So you can go in with your friends. So you can watch the match with your friends and you can react together, together with the crowd noise. And there's going to be predictions and polls and a chat room in there as well as the video. So that's quite a nice idea, actually. So you can get together with your friends and watch the match without actually getting together with your friends. So.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is at least the season's going to come to a conclusion, but it's just strange that other leagues, we don't know yet, do we? We don't know whether other leagues are going to come to conclusion or not, because they haven't yet agreed, have they?
What I can't get my head around, I actually read somewhere today that some League 2 126 have been tested in League 2. I don't really get why they're even being tested, unless it's the staff so they can get the club open again. I'm not really sure why they're testing League 2 personnel.
Leah's just posted that the beach was pretty bad. I think you said Tuesday, didn't you? She says it with rubbish as we drove past. Last message sent by accident. Yeah, no. I see you retracted it, but yeah, it's shocking. I can't believe that people are coming to Blackpool and just leaving the place in absolute tip, because it was a joy to walk along Blackpool front, as you've seen on our videos, and the sea was so clear, the beach was beautiful. It looked like somewhere abroad, and it's just garbage people who just don't care for anything,
people
do they?
Who have disregard for things like that will have disregard for the lockdown rules, and they're the people who are going to be getting the virus.
Yeah, and of course the numbers of
and they're bringing it here.
Yeah, the numbers have gone up in Blackpool since we opened the doors a little bit to them, and it's really sad. I can't believe that people are like they are. I can't see the point of coming somewhere really nice and coming to Blackpool, but we'll just leave all our garbage on your sea and just, I don't know.
Mr. Moley says, was it the playoff final against Orient that Shitty missed after his 90-day loan expired, but he was there on the bench in his suit, 54-inch chest, 32-inch waist?
Was it Leyton Orient or was it the other? I can't remember if
it's a bit of a
I was thinking it was the to get into the, with Larry, what was it? I can't.
No, I think it was before that.
No, it's when we played Hartlepool.
It's quite a long time ago.
Which was the Hartlepool game? He played in the Hartlepool game. So which year was that?
Pass.
When we got Hartlepool in the final.
Was that the Orient year?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been.
Ryan says,
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was
Leyton
Orient.
Here against Rangers, Celtic and Motherwell have all said that the club season ticket holders can watch on Club TV for free. There's actually been Sunderland fans have been up in arms this week about, I think they're saying the fans can't have a refund on their season tickets, and they're absolutely outraged.
Oh, there is controversy, isn't there, about that? Yeah, they're not letting them have a refund. That doesn't make any. That's just.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that was overruled, because they're that angry about it.
Yeah, but that's not going to make them any favours with the fans, are they? That's just, they've got a huge fan base.
I don't think they're particularly popular anyway. Well, Sunderland Till I Die will be an interesting watch anyway next year, won't it?
It will. It really will. It's bad. Leah's been watching the videos. She says they're great, the seafront. Yeah, they're just, they've been fantastic. They've been lovely. And it's been so lovely to walk down Blackpool seafront and just see it as, it's so clean and it's just wonderful. And
Tom said those tested in League 2 are the teams who will take part in the playoffs, of course. Thanks for clarifying that, Tom. That makes sense.
Cheers, champ.
Yeah. League 1 haven't made their mind up yet. Has finished the season. No, they've got an EGM on Tuesday. I think they sent the voting forms out on Wednesday. David says best thing is Liverpool will get the Prem legitimately, which they rightly deserve. Quite right.
Of course,
but
absolutely.
the fans aren't going to get their their moment though, are they? I mean, where they've got to congregate somewhere, haven't they?
They're going to go. I mean, that game that seals the championship for them, they're going to go, aren't they?
It's not going to be the same.
You're not going to be able to keep them away, are they? They're going to be celebrating wherever it is. I mean, they're just not going to miss it, are they?
No. Kev says, Jane, we need you back down the scholars. Free chips and gravy is an incentive. Oh yeah. Well, I do miss it, and I didn't want to leave, but yeah, I've got other fish to fry now. So sadly.
Brighter state of mind hypnotherapy. Hello, Rob. It's okay. He's arrived a little late. He says that's absolutely fine. It's just good to have you here for any time, really. We do appreciate anybody. You can come in anytime. You don't have to stay, the whole way through. Or
yes, you do.
Well, yes, you do have to stay. But we like to stay, obviously. But if you come in late, it doesn't matter. But Rob's got Brighter State of Mind Hypnotherapy. He's a new YouTube channel. He's a Blackpool fan who is a hypnotherapist, so he can help you through if you're anxious or you can't get to sleep with the worries of the lockdown and the coronavirus. And he's also done a video just now on stopping smoking. So if anybody wants to stop, you can go on his channel and go to bed and relax and listen to his videos. And of course, I've been working with Rob to make the videos
and watch the beautiful footage of Blackpool that he's filmed to accompany those videos.
Yeah, I've been filming all the sea and stuff for him.
When the sea was beautiful before all the tourists came.
Yeah, the sea was lovely. So we've been putting that together for Rob, and it's great. If he's a Blackpool fan, and support him. He's going to be doing lots of different videos, and the videos are like his full hypnotherapy session, as if you'd gone to see him. So it's a full session, and it's all for free. You can just go on and listen to it.
Mr. Moley says the Grockles are behaving as they always do. It's just there isn't the usual army of council employees to pick up after them. But there has been, I think there's a Facebook group of locals volunteering to go and clean up the seafront, which is lovely to see the community coming together like that. So obviously there's a lot of people needed to do that because there's a lot of litter.
Yeah, a lot of litter. It's incredible.
Lee and Cheryl left a like on your video, sending love and respect to you both.
Thank you very much.
Love back at you guys.
Yes, it is. I agree with you, Leah. Sunderland Till I Die. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, we watched it, and we actually binge watched it. We haven't watched the first series yet because Jane can't put herself through Larry.
No, it's too.
She just can't. She just can't put herself through it. But the second series was amazing, and it really opened your eyes to a lot of things that football clubs do, and the back room problems and the staffing problems and all that. But they're amazing. They're an amazingly big club, Sunderland, and
Fleetwood are doing one, aren't they, as well?
I think Fleetwood are. It's been coming out a long time, hasn't it? With Joey. Ben could probably fill us in on that if he's still around. Ben
on the subject of Fleetwood, breaking news: Joey Barton's trial was due to start on Monday. Now that's been put back until June 2021 because of coronavirus and the football season. They're saying it's not a priority. They've got other, more important cases to be getting to court when they can. So his trial's been put back a year. So it's still going to be hanging over him for
Is that Joey?
Joey Barton,
yeah. Blimey, okay.
So
David Skull says barbecue packs and the fires start are big problems in Lytham St Anne's and throughout Lancashire.
Yeah,
those barbecue packs. Is that just the packs that the ones that are the problem, not the actual proper barbecues?
Oh, Ryan says, didn't want to bring this live stream down, but thanks for cheering me up. Anniversary got off to a worrying start. Is that something you want to share with us, Ryan? Are you okay? Hopefully we are cheering you up. That's what we like to do, is bring joy into people's Saturday afternoon. So we're here for you.
Tangerine A. Jane says he enjoyed your midweek ratings, the highs and the lows, the looks on her face and post-match comments. Love it. Just surprised more people didn't tune in. Yeah, is that your this video?
My away day reviews.
The away day reviews. Yeah, there's more to come. We've got the next one almost completed. There's more videos to come. We're working our way to the top.
We're working on ways to get more people hooked into our videos as well. So we've got a lot. We've been working a lot. I've had the week off this week from work.
Yeah.
So I've been having a look at a lot of things. That's why my website's improved. I've been working on that this week, but there's a lot of more, we're hoping to get out there to more people because, we'd like more people to watch what we do, and appreciate you guys coming in and supporting us on a Saturday. And you're our tribe And it's lovely to have you
yeah,
here.
it
We
is
appreciate
lovely.
every one of you.
We'd
we
like
really do.
more in, we want to grow this. So tell your friends about it and people to come and join us, because the more people that are chatting in the comments, the better it is. Sometimes we just can't quite keep up with it. If they're coming in quick, but we try and get through it all. It looks like Mr. Moley and Bright State of Mind are having a little bit of banter there. Mr. Moley's asked Rob, did he look in a mirror and hypnotise himself? That's why he was late. Rob said if he looked in a mirror, it would crack. Mark Porter, my daughter Emily Porter, is 16 today. Could you give her a shout out? She'll be watching. Cheers. Emily, happy birthday.
16,
Sweet
wow.
16. What a great age to be. And what a weird time to be 16 as well. I mean, are you having people around for some sort of, obviously you can't have a party, but I think you can have 8 people now.
6, is it?
Is it 6 people? Or is she doing it all? Are you having like a Zoom meeting or something for a birthday? It must be really hard, but, I should imagine you're really proud of her at 16. It's Sebi's actually 16 in October, so he's a little bit younger, just a little bit younger. Cosvlog is saying that his documentary, he's hoping it's out soon. Will speed it up, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's well, we've got nothing else to do, have they, at the moment? So.
Yeah, probably with him having it, probably with him not going to court for a year.
Yeah, they can't wait for that now.
No, they can probably get it out, and it doesn't matter. Hanger on Barton, says Leah Riley. Yeah, it makes you wonder what they're going to do to him, because it was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Oh gosh, Ryan says the missus's aunt had to get an ambulance call. I'm hoping she's okay. The missus said she had good news, so I hope it's good news for her aunt.
Oh, fingers crossed, Ryan.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's not nothing between you and your girlfriend as well, because I know you're excited about this, this year. So your anniversary, even though it's been a weird anniversary, hasn't it? Because you've had a year, so many months in not seeing each other.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we hope her aunt's okay.
Yes, Alan Smith said he wished those geezers dropping litter in Blackpool could be fined. That would soon stop them. So sad for the town and beach and the poor wildlife affected by the litter. It is. It's unbelievable. But nobody ever finds, unless you're a motorist. It's the only ones they can ever fine you. They can't. It's difficult to find people, isn't it? Somehow, the only way they can find you in a car is because they've got your registration number, so they have all your details and they're easy targets. But yeah, I wish people dropping litter as well could be fined. It would be great.
Stephen says, have they decided on League One for the completion? No, that's well. No. Let's move on to the EFL. So we have the clubs are meeting on Tuesday to the vote. The papers were issued to the clubs on Wednesday, and they need 5 days' notice. The EGM is on Tuesday, so hopefully we'll have an answer. I think they did decide it was going to go to, they're either going to complete the season or go points per game. And I think a couple of other clubs, Tranmere and somebody else, came up with alternative options that just sounded a bit convoluted. But
they're not happy that they've not been taken very seriously, Tranmere, are they? They're kind of complaining that people are not taking them seriously. What was the Tranmere thing? Did you write it down?
No, I haven't looked.
It's a bit complicated, isn't it?
Too much detail. But the 9 people at 6 championship clubs have tested positive for coronavirus, including at Preston and Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield. The championship is set to start on the 20th of June. So that's not too far.
20th of June, no, it's not far away. It's only a few days after the Premier League, isn't it? Mr. Molly says, Colne FC News, we've taken on Chris Kirkland as a goalie coach.
Oh, wow, Chris Kirkland.
Yeah.
That's exciting, isn't it? Didn't the manager leave Colne recently? What happened there? Is there a new manager come in? I did see something on that.
Nick Muller from Ipswich has suddenly appeared. Hi, Nick.
Oh, hi, Nick.
Will we miss the sound of bird song? Well, yeah, it's been lovely. We've got lots of little birds obviously coming in our garden at the moment.
Yeah, we've got a nest, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. There's a little nest. There's been some little chicks that have been learning to fly and all sorts of things.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's been so sweet. They've been like stretching their wings and just flying a little bit, but mainly sort of pottering on the ground, stretching, trying to figure out what to do. We've got a little robin. We've got some blue tits. I saw a coal tit the other day. We've got some that greenfinch that I couldn't decide what it was, but I think
we've gone for greenfinch, haven't we?
I think Katie pointed out it was a greenfinch. I think that's right.
Mark Porter says an update on the birthday, Emily's birthday. He says, thanks both of you. We're all having a party in the living room. So is that just a family party then today, or have you got like people on Zoom calls and stuff? The family and Emily liked our shout outs.
Oh, we're at the party. Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, we actually actually at the party. Okay. Well, I wish we were at the
Is
party.
it jelly and ice cream?
Yeah, we want jelly and ice cream if we could come. Be great.
Save us some
Sausages
cake.
on sticks as well. We like that.
Oh, now interesting. In this book I'm reading this morning, she stood there laughing about the Stoke fans. They're saying about oatcakes, the oatcakes that they have in Stoke. They have them on sticks at parties. Apparently, oatcakes. I can't get my head around that.
Oatcakes. On a stick.
On a stick. Oatcakes on a stick.
Wow.
I can't
No, that
go with
seems. Ryan Dunbar, Theme Park News, Merlin Entertainment, who own parts like Alton Towers and the Pleasure Beach, of course, and the Tower, don't they? And the Sea Life, I think, have said they're open on July the 4th. Nothing yet on the Pleasure Beach, though. And Scotland football looking at reconstruction again.
No, I watched a video on YouTube about a theme park in, I think it was Holland, and they had teddy bears on the ride. They had teddy bears because they were just testing the rides. Obviously, they've got to before they open, and they stuck these big teddy bears that they have at the fairs. Look, it was so funny.
Yeah, God, it's amazing. Well, I suppose, everybody's waiting for these things to reopen, aren't
I'm
they?
really looking forward. I miss the Pleasure Beach.
Oh.
I went for the first time on my birthday last year, the first time in a while, and I just absolutely fell in love with the Wallace and Gromit ride.
Yeah.
There's just so much to see on there. I actually couldn't get off the ride. We went round. I'm like, can we stay on? Can we go again? Can we go again?
We were actually
everything.
intending on getting season tickets this year for the Pleasure Beach. We were going to do loads of intros and things from the Pleasure Beach. I'm sure we'd have just done them all from the Wallace and Gromit ride. We've done all our videos from there. If Jane had a
Yeah, definitely. We could do that, couldn't we? That'd be brilliant.
Well, they'd let you on with a light and everything, but it'd be great. You'd have to probably take a GoPro with you or something.
Yeah, we'll go back to the Pleasure Beach. Maybe not quite as soon as it opens, but maybe we will. Scottish football looking at reconstruction again.
Oh gosh, Ryan says thanks for the well wishes on the missus and her aunt. Yeah, well, we do hope. Obviously, we're sending our love to your aunt and to your missus, and hopefully we'll see you all when we come to watch the Rangers game.
Yeah, Mr. Moley says Nathan Rooney is the new manager. It was a shock when Steve Cunningham moved on, but he has worked wonders. Is that the Nathan Rooney who used to play for Chasetown, or is it a different Nathan Rooney? Because I remember he was the first player to speak to me when I actually went for my interview. He came in after training and he wished me good luck and said, "Oh, I hope you get the job." If that is the same Nathan Rooney, is it? Perhaps Mr. Moley or Kev can clarify that one. It was a shock when Steve Cunningham moved on, but he had worked wonders. Yeah, that was a shock. He was very high profile figure, isn't he? In non-league football.
I remember Colne Dynamos. Yeah, from years ago. They did seem to be really going places them as well.
Yeah, it's a lovely.
Are they no longer Colne?
I think the Colne FC now, but it's the best view in non-league for me up on that hill and just looking. Oh, it's beautiful Colne, but not great to walk around because it's too hilly.
Rooney has been with the Cods in the past.
Oh.
Did he play for the Cods? Or was he like a coach? Ben will probably know because Ben knows everything there is to know about the Cods.
Everything there is to know about football.
Everything there is to actually know about football. Yes.
Ryan Dunbar, yes, I've seen that video on a ride called Untamed in a park called what does that say? On my eyes.
Wallaby.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's a great video. It's teddy bears riding. Tom Jackson, has anyone been queuing in those crazy 2-hour plus waits for McDonald's this week? No, we've not bothered. We've been eating very healthily.
We've actually, in fact, it's really improved our eating in every way because you've got to, we just go to the supermarket once a week and buy for the week. We don't want to obviously go in every day, and we're shopping, we're getting lovely pieces of meat and just, fresh veg in it.
Yeah, the Morrisons have,
it's been great.
Morrisons have the meats and the fish that was going to the posh restaurants. They actually agreed a deal with the quality meat and fish providers. So if you go into Morrisons and have a look at the meat there, I don't think it's labelled up as particularly posh stuff, but it's really, really good. We had beef brisket from there, didn't we, the other week?
Yeah, we did.
Really, really nice. We haven't been to the fish counter yet, but maybe we'll. Perhaps we could go to Morrisons today.
Maybe we could do Morrisons.
But burger-wise, we have Aberdeen Angus burgers. You can't beat an Aberdeen Angus burger.
They're great, aren't they?
We just get them from the supermarket.
We did have some Batman ones, didn't we? Where did we get
the Batman burgers as well. They're great.
They were nice, the Batman burgers.
Shaped like the Batman logo. They're nice burgers as well, actually. So
we've just been.
We don't need McDonald's. We have Batman burgers.
An update on our TV. I don't know if you've been watching any sort of Netflix and stuff, but we've just finished Lost in Space season 2. Oh my God,
it's the best.
Honestly, if you haven't watched Lost in Space, it is unbelievably good.
It's
It
just
is
season 2. Just
so good.
Season 1 was good, but season 2 was like out of this world. It's like every episode's like a movie, but it's better than Star Trek, better than Star Wars. It really just the tension and
You're on the edge of your seat all the time.
Yeah,
through.
high recommendation for Lost in
In
Space.
fact, Jane actually got scared at one point and I grabbed hold. She was
God, the robots are scarier than Daleks, and that's saying something.
It
It
is,
just
it's
gets sort of quite
it's
Doctor Who-ish.
fabulous.
But
It's-
better than the Doctor Who, because obviously that's gone downhill as well.
But they're only doing one more series because apparently it's cost so many millions to put this show together. But they say it was always going to be a 3-part series anyway. But it's a shame because it's incredible. It's just
The sets are amazing.
Yeah.
Mr. Molly says, indeed, at one point, Colne was just one division below Burnley, and there was talk about around these parts that Colne might overtake Burnley at the biggest club in the area. Wow, gosh, that's amazing, isn't it?
wow.
Mark says, Tangerine Aid, Colne Dynamo's Graham White, the owner, decided to step away from Colne Dynamo, so the funding stopped, and the demise started after that.
Oh, that's a shame.
But we got Tony Rodwell and Dave Lancaster, didn't we, from Colne when they went bust back at the time.
Nick's
Muller, I hope they don't put up train prices when it all goes back. Well, that'll be interesting because obviously there's social distancing on the public transport at the moment, and it's come out this week. You've got to wear masks on public transport as well.
I don't know whether
It's
or
just
not
too expensive to travel already.
the petrol's gone down, hasn't it? Because Alexander told me that it's gone under £1 a litre, and I meant to go and fill the car up.
Well, no one's buying
Yeah,
it.
no, he's buying it, so it's the price of fuel's come right down, hasn't it? So
Mr. Moore, this is Colne's ground makes Boundary Park seem like a balmy Caribbean island paradise, but we love it there. Yeah, it was March when I went. Was it cold? I don't know.
other supermarkets are available, Jane says.
Yes, of course, other supermarkets are available.
They are, yes. We don't just do Morrison's.
We don't. In fact, we've only been to Morrison's.
Only been once, yeah. The Tesco's is a bit expensive.
It's just,
we're fine.
we end up spending a lot of money when we go to Tesco.
Asda
But they've got
normally.
everything.
Yeah, they have. It's huge, isn't it? Tesco's.
We do tend to
but
go to Asda.
Asda's all
and we
right.
haven't been to Aldi or Lidl yet.
No, we haven't done Aldi or Lidl, but
Perhaps we should do.
Mr. Moses Lost in Space is out of this world. Who writes your script?
Oh, did I say that? Sorry.
Yes,
it really is there. It's very good.
Yes, it is out of this world.
Interestingly, we were looking it up last night when the original was. It was actually 1965, the original Lost in Space, and it was set 30 years in the future. So that was 1995.
Yeah, so they were way off, weren't they? You know what life was like in 1995. They're nowhere near. So I mean, this Lost in Space is 40. Is it 40 years?
But if an alien spaceship had crashed into Earth in 1965, then who knows?
Don't spoil alert. Don't tell everybody. Don't tell everybody. If you've not watched it,
watch it.
Yeah, do watch it.
Ryan says, do you know in Denmark fans can watch the game via Zoom? What happens if someone takes a corner and gets abused? Can they just turn around and turn off the screen? Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that about Denmark. So yeah, watching via Zoom, that'd be great.
Are they playing then in Denmark? Have they returned to football, Denmark? Or is it going to happen soon? Is that already happening?
They played the Hungarian Cup final. I know it's not Denmark, but while we're on Europe, the Hungarian Cup final. So social distancing was encouraged, but fans did gather behind the goal in a non-social distancing style. They only had the lower tier open. You would think if there was social distancing, they would have had all the levels open, maybe. And Budapest Honved 1-2-1. I'll tell you who they're playing, but I'm not sure I can pronounce it. But I will have a go.
Go on.
It's Mezokovezd Zhori. I think I'm not repeating that.
No.
Also across Europe, Trabzonspor, the Turkish team, have had a one-year European ban for flouting FFP rules. So that will apply next season if they qualify for Europe, or the season after if they qualify for Europe and don't next year. But then it won't carry on beyond that. So.
Right. On the food subject, do you like the new pies at Bloomfield Road? Do you prefer the old Hollands pies? I don't think you like the new pies at Bloomfield Road, do you? No, not.
Too dry, and I think they taste a bit like dog food. Can I say that?
I think I'm from Dog Food Dave.
I don't know, maybe. No, I know they're a local supplier, and it's great, and we should be supporting the local supplier. I don't like them, and I'm sorry.
Mr. Moley says
Yes,
he
I did
sees me
prefer
more as a Waitrose type of guy. I don't even think we've got a Waitrose.
Do you think Waitrose in Blackpool? Come on.
We don't have one, so I can't even be
I tell
one.
you what, I do like that Waitrose do. They actually do my favourite chocolate. They have Waitrose at service stations, and they have them in Birmingham. which is where I went. But they have Montezuma's chili and lime chocolate. Oh God, it's just the best chocolate that I've ever had.
Montezuma's
notes for my birthday there, Lee. Or anyone else who wants to send me some chocolate. It's not till September, don't worry, you've got time to find it. Montezuma's chili and lime. I was writing it down.
Montezuma's
Chili and lime chocolate. It's it's beautiful.
just the one bar for your birthday, so
well, he actually hides chocolate around the house for me. Well, not for me, but from me.
Montezuma's.
Sweet chocolate.
What is it? Montezuma's what?
Chili and lime.
Chili and lime. Yeah, I'll get you that for your birthday.
So you bite into it and you just get the lime, the refreshing lime, and it's beautiful. And then just as the aftertaste, you just get this chili, and you're like, oh gosh, I need to calm my mouth down. So you have another bite. Oh, the lime. Oh, it's just an experience. I love food that sort of makes me cry and things like that.
Post a comment down below if you want Jane to redo the sound effect for the for the chocolate bar. Give us a thumbs up if you want another impersonation of that, because that was stellar.
What's everybody else's favourite chocolate? What's your favourite chocolate, guys? Let's have a chocolate convo. We've moved on from pies there, haven't we? Yeah, Holland pies were okay.
We need 3 thumbs up for a replay of the sound of that chocolate bar.
I liked the old Hollands pies, the meat and potato ones. But my favourites, my favourite pie. Well, actually, Crystal Palace have very good pies. They're like posh ones, so they have like lamb and something posh with rosemary sprinkled on the top. They're really, really good. And but a good chicken balti pie as well is good.
Especially this one at Sunderland with cumin. What was it? Cumin.
Yeah, cumin sprinkles on the top.
Cumin sprinkles.
It's quite interesting in this book I'm reading at the moment as well. This She Stood There Laughing by Stephen Foster about Stoke. He does mention the football, the cuisine available at football grounds, and he said he went somewhere once and the chip butties had sold out half an hour before kickoff, so he literally had a choice between a meat and potato pie and a Yorkie bar, which is just what it's like at football, and it's just ridiculous. The food quality is so poor. Ryan's
put up 3 thumbs up for a replay of the.
Mr. Moley says, my first game at Anfield was Liverpool versus Trabzonspor in 1976 in the old UEFA Cup. 3-0 win to the Reds.
Right.
Now, interesting. Ryan says, here's an idea. Why don't the UK take a page out of Germany's book and make ticket prices low and include public travel in the prices of your tickets? Now, when I was scrapbooking my match tickets, I noticed that, which is something that I didn't notice at the time, but not a lot of the tickets, but quite a few of the tickets did have a public transport little section that you could tear off and use on the bus.
Oh.
So I never noticed that, but some clubs do. I think Brighton was one of them. So a few clubs do offer that, but obviously it's go on.
Yeah. Okay. So come on, it seems like Ryan's give you three thumbs up. David Skull took an orgasm. I don't think it was quite an orgasm, but it was close, was it? What was it? The noise of the chocolate. Come on.
The chocolate. It was. It was.
When you get to the end of it, what's the sound?
I'm not even going down that road. Mr. Moley says, trivia, which UK city is known as Chocolate City? Oh, that's interesting. A UK city. A couple of people saying York for that one.
Chocolate City.
Terry's of York.
Is it not where Cadbury's are? Bourneville.
Bourneville.
Is it Bourneville?
No, Birmingham's not known as Chocolate City. It smells beautiful, Bourneville.
Mm.
It does. I've been to the Cadbury factory there where they make chocolate.
Alan Smith's missus sends him out for that Lindt chocolate. Costs him a fortune, but keeps her quiet.
Yeah, Lindt's nice chocolate. That was my first.
You've got it. I tell you, Alan Smithy, Millwall Smithy, you've got it. You've got it covered there.
Chocolate City. So is it York? UK city though, so that could be not England.
What you mean?
A lot of people saying York. It's York. It's York.
Yes, York. Everybody's going for York.
But I didn't know that. I've been to York a few times.
Napper's mum, Jill, is here.
Hi,
a shout out to all the wonderful catering staff at Bloomfield Road. They're doing an amazing job on match day. The pies are amazing at Highbury Stadium. Balti pies are Napper's favourites. Yes. We don't have them at Bloomfield Road, do we? But yes, the catering staff do a great job at Bloomfield Road.
Yeah,
we're not
do.
knocking them.
We're
we
not
just
knocking-
we just
knocking
don't like the.
catering staff. We just don't
Jane's
like
just not
the
keen on those
pies.
pies that they've got.
No, but yeah, no, they do a great job actually. They do. They get the queues down really quickly.
Round.
Balti Pie Fleet would have to remember that for next time.
Yeah. Did you not? Was not a Balti pie? We queued up for
Well,
it.
we had
didn't
breakfast, didn't we, at the cafe?
Oh yeah, we went to that cafe. Yeah, it's really nice. The Corner Cafe in Fleetwood, which
Did
is
you know
like,
there are no cafes in Bispam? We drove through Bispam, didn't we, looking for a cafe on the way, and there wasn't one.
Oh.
So there you go. Right, back to... Well, actually, I'll just cover
There's
the...
some on Redbank Road, isn't there?
We didn't know. We were looking, do you remember?
Oh no, there's fish and chip shops, wasn't there? But no
No
cafe.
Just briefly touching on the brick football. I don't want to linger too long on this, but it was the playoffs. FC Brixton playing Green Lawn Rovers. They drew 2-2 at home at Brick Lane on Sunday night, which we did wonder whether that was going to be enough.
They went 1 up, didn't they?
They went 1-0 up away at Green Lawn Rovers and ended up they hit the bar. They could have got the winner about 50 minutes from the end, and then ended up losing 2-1.
Conceding a late winner, didn't they? With about 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, it was very late. So
Jane
yeah,
was
sadly.
devastated. She was devastated.
Yeah, I don't want to linger on that any longer. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, that's that. Interlocking, the other club that we follow in the Builders League, work started on their new stand. So a bit of good news in brick football there. But so yeah, let's move on. I'm going to get quite upset.
Wonder if pie sales go up when football goes back.
Oh, I had that Balti pie, by the way, the vegetable Balti Frey Bentos pie. I had that for tea the other night. That was.
And what was your opinion on that?
Well, it was not as exciting as I'd hoped, actually. Because I had it with chips. Oh no, because what we had it with was just even more exciting. So I had some micro chips that are now called quick chips, but I still call them micro chips, with some Nando's peri peri sauce. So that was a nice little accompaniment. And we had some popcorn cauliflower. Which was very nice.
Yeah,
I do like a bit of popcorn cauliflower. So then the pie was just a bit, it wasn't the highlight of the dish. I'd rather dip my chips in the Nando's peri peri than in the pie. So it's it didn't win. It's just pie disappointment everywhere. It's just my life, pie disappointment. I do like the steak and kidney Frey Bentos though, but only when they're £1.
Sainsbury's on Redbank Road does not have a cafe, Mr. Moley, I'm afraid to say. No, they don't have one in there, so that's not an option. There will be a cafe somewhere in Bispam, maybe in the square, perhaps, maybe. I don't know.
They're too posh in Bispam for cafes, aren't they? Back onto the EFL, because we've got quite a bit to get through. There's interesting club-related stories. So Southend have a suspended 3-point penalty applied and a £7,500 fine for late payments to players in December and February, and also fielding an ineligible player versus Lincoln in February. So I think they've gone off pretty lightly there. But I mean, they're down anyway, aren't they? So it doesn't really make any difference. But fielding an ineligible player, that's pretty bad. At league level, that's that shouldn't be happening. Joey Barton we've covered. Wickham are advising their non-playing staff to get another job. It's costing them £350,000 a month at the moment to keep the club afloat. Wigan, they've been taken over by the Next Leader Fund, led by a Hong Kong businessman. Oh God, I was another great pronunciation here. I normally hand these over to you, don't I?
Yes, you
called
do.
Ao Young.
Getting away with it.
I can't read my writing actually.
No, who can? An Young Wai Kai, is it?
I don't know what letter that is.
That's
My handwriting's terrible.
Wai Kai. I don't know. Go for Kai Kai.
Anyway, yeah,
just say it's Kai Kai.
Yeah, Kai Kai's taken over Wigan. Cardiff. Now, this is the interesting one. Former director Michael Isaac is suing the club and the owner Vincent Tan for wrongful removal. This is the situation that sounds very much like a lot of the phrases that are being used in the legal terminology sounds very much like what Valerie Bellicon did at Blackpool. So we're following that one with interest. Hopefully what we're going to do is maybe try and get somebody from Cardiff in next week to tell us what's going on there.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
I'd like to know more about that. I'm sure you guys would as well.
quickly on the comments, just Ryan Dunbar says, are we going to try the new cafe that was on Building Blackpool, the new one? I haven't watched it, so I don't even know where that is, but if there's a new one, we'll definitely give it a try.
Where is it?
Whereabouts is it, Ryan? Tangerine Aid says, just wondering if either of you have experienced hot chestnuts at a football match. Could buy at Bloomfield Road back in the day. Very nice too. I was actually mentioning this to Jane. I've only ever had hot chestnuts once, and I went to London. Must have been late 80s, and bought some hot chestnuts off a seller on the street. They used to walk around with hot chestnut down in London, and they were gorgeous, really nice. I've only ever had them one time.
Would they be seen as a weapon, perhaps now? Can you imagine them throwing them at the Accrington goalkeeper, maybe? Hot chestnuts, maybe.
Yes,
maybe they're deemed as a weapon these days. But I've never had a hot chestnut. We did have pickled walnuts the other day, just because we saw them on the shelf and we'd never had them.
Not quite as keen on them as I thought I would be.
No, they're massive though.
Madison's is a cafe on Red Bank Road. Not sure if it's open right now though. Oh, okay. We must have missed it. We did drive down. We didn't. Bispam Kitchen still on Red Bank Road. Lovely pies and cakes in there, all homemade if I recall correctly. I think it probably is, but we thought it was more chippy. But perhaps
I thought that was a chippy because they have the price war with the chippy next door, and they got they kept trying to undercut each other, and they got down to like one was selling fish and chips for 10p and one was selling fish and chips for 9p. And I remember that was a big story, but that was quite a few years ago now.
Cadbury's Medley 200 gram bar.
Cadbury's Medley, what's that? Kate, I don't know.
I don't think I've had one of those
either.
either.
What that is.
Best chippy names. I used to like Chish and Phipps on Whitegate Drive. Best chippy names. Can't say.
Mr. Moley, I often end up with cold chestnuts at Cole. Like it.
So is it that cold at Coleman? Is it seriously colder than Oldham? Because if it is colder than Oldham, it's got to be.
Yeah, it's very exposed up there.
It's got to be really cold.
I think it might have been a lovely day. Well, I did a blog about it, so I can have a look and see what. I don't remember being cold there. Going back to the AFL, just a few bits to finish up on QPR. Chief Executive Lee Hoos is appalled at the fact that football's coming back. They're being expected to play. He said there's been absolutely no consultation with the clubs. Just expected to get on with it, and he's not happy about that at all. But what can you do? Macclesfield, they sounding like they're in a right mess, to be honest. I think we've known that for a while, but they've been charged with failing to pay the players in March, and also failing to act with utmost good faith in respect of matters with the EFL. So it sounds like their relationship with the EFL has broken down there, and perhaps they're not helping themselves. I don't know what the owners are like there. They've also been done for breaching an order requirement, direction or instruction of the league. They've already had 11 points docked this season, and if they get more docked, there's a risk of relegation there if there is relegation from League Two. So I don't know. It's an interesting one, really. But having worked, I did very briefly work issuing discipline notices in the North West Counties Football League. I hated the job. I really didn't like it because of I don't know. It's just the way that they seem to treat the clubs with a bit of contempt, and I wasn't. I didn't want to do that. But it did seem like some of the clubs were potentially not didn't have the best relationship with the league. So I guess that's the same at all levels, isn't it? And you don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't sound like they've got a great relationship there at all.
Brightstein of Mind Hypnotherapy does remember the well, he's put Rice War, but then I correct it to Price War with the two chippies on Red Bank Road. I think they were next door to each other. I think I kind of remember that they were, yeah. Smithy says he saw a geezer selling hot chestnuts by Canary Wharf last week, Lee and Jane. So maybe if we get to Canary Wharf,
wow.
How far away is Tottenham from Canary Wharf? We need to get some hot chestnuts when we're in London.
Yeah, we'll get to London. Yeah, we're down in November for the Football Content Awards. Hopefully, if it takes place, I don't know how that will work with it. I guess it's a big place. Maybe we'll sort of sit in the stands or something.
Andy the Hearse Man.
Oh.
Afternoon, Andy the Hearse Man.
Wow.
So I take it you work for a funeral directors then, do you, Andy? Or you have a funeral directors? St. Friar Chippy on St. Ives Road, just been awesome. Oh, hi, Andy. Is that Andy? That'll be Andy from Taz Entertainments, is it, Andy? Probably it's got to be.
Ryan says the new cafe and bistro is across the road from the old post office. That doesn't narrow it down to me.
Across the road from
the old post office on what's the name of that road? You know, I'm terrible with road names.
Abingdon Street. Is it on Abingdon Street near the old post? Yeah, it must be. Oh, there must be a new cafe and bistro. We'll certainly try it.
Rock and Soul Place fish and chip shop.
That's not bad, is it? Instead of rock and roll, rock and soul.
Mr. Moley Colin is so cold, Miley Cyrus would have to put her clothes on.
Yeah. Oh yes, Antaz. Yeah. Hi, Andy. You're right. Yeah.
Just broke me pen.
Andy is a DJ and a child entertainer, and also he's also a
hearse man.
Hearse man, yeah. An undertaker. Yeah, he has some really cool hearses actually. If you want to go out in style, he's got some great ones. He's got
Beast Music is here. Hi.
Ian R, hello to you both and everyone. Hello, Ian.
Where have you guys been?
Yes,
we've been here an hour.
Got to start all over again. Where should we start? We have to start bouncing again like we did at the start.
Mr. Rowley says Tottenham Canary Wharf will be an hour's walk.
Oh, well, that's maybe a little bit too far away.
No, just finishing off my European news. Mario Balotelli, he's been playing for Brescia. His contract's been terminated. He failed a physical fitness test and then didn't show up at training. Did get a medical certificate saying he had gastroenteritis, but I'm not sure they believed him. His contract's been terminated. It's now gone to independent arbitration, but it sounds like that relationship's broken down as well. Bit of violence in Portugal. The Benfica team bus was attacked and 2 players are in hospital. That was after a behind closed doors match. So that sounds a bit bad. Manchester City's FFP European ban, their appeal is next week.
Ooh.
That completes my news for this week.
Mr. Moley says there's no post office in Abingdon Street. Yes, no, that's not been there for a few years now. That closed down quite a few years ago. In fact, the post office is now out near Norcross, out that way, near the old Norcross. It's out that way. They built a whole new one where so if you miss a delivery, you've got to drive. I mean,
Norcross?
Yeah, it's out near
That's ridiculous.
No, it's miles out. Honestly, it's so far away. So you have to pick up your mail. If they deliver something you're not in, you got to go there. It's miles out. It's a long way away, especially for people who don't have a car and stuff. Ian, sorry for the delay getting here. Well, we will let you off, Ian. It's all right. Yeah, we're just glad to have you. It's just great to have somebody here. What have you been doing here that's made you late? Have you doing anything interesting, or we'd like to know. Anybody watched any good TV shows that they can recommend to us? As I say, we've just been recommending Lost in Space. We're also going to restart is it the 3rd series of
Money Heist.
Money Heist, yeah. So we watched the first one. There's that new one as well at the start.
With that guy who was in that
Space
with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
It's just a really useful information for you. What's his name?
Yeah. Oh God, the guy who plays. It'll come to me in a minute. I'll think of his name. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Yeah, it's a new. I don't even know what it's called. The new thing. It's a comedy space thing. That looks,
it looks quite good. Yeah, it's like space.
Space Cadets.
Space Cadets or something like that.
It's coming up as the top thing recommended on Netflix, but that looks pretty good.
I don't think the new cafe's in the old post office. I don't think they've decided on that yet. I think it's opposite. I think Ryan's
saying. Is there anything in there? Or is it anything?
Dennis says it's quicker to hand deliver post nowadays. I think it is. I don't know. It's although the deliveries from Amazon are amazingly quick, aren't they? We've ordered stuff at 10 o'clock at night. It's been.
I'm friends with the Amazon man now. He's a Blackpool fan. So he's Blackpool. Talk about football every time he comes around delivering me parcels. So.
He knows it's for Jane, so he's like, "Oh, Jane Stewart." So he's always talking. Has it been Beast Music? Hello, Beast Music. Has it been busy in Beast Music? That's what we've got to tell us about that. So, are you a YouTuber, Beast Music? Have you got a YouTube channel to get your Beast Music, or do you have a band or something? Yes, it has been busy in Blackpool, unfortunately, and they've brought. We were talking about it earlier. The sea at Blackpool's been like crystal clear, and the beach has been gorgeous, and the promenade's been clean. And they've come for one weekend, and they've left bottles and rubbish and mess everywhere. It's disgusting how much litter they're leaving. I've just seen Nick say big band fun with flags. Yeah, yeah.
We love big bands.
We love,
do.
honestly.
It's been so funny. We're getting towards
And
the
we
end of
love
season
fun with
8 now.
flags. We're thinking of doing something with the flags, aren't we?
Yeah.
Lee, do you have a website for your DJ stuff? A friend of mine is looking for a wedding DJ next year, so we'll time to have a look. I've kind of, at the moment, I'm not... I'm kind of hoping to kind of retire from DJing actually and do more. It gets in the way now of all the Saturdays and all the stuff we're doing with football. So it's very difficult to do weddings on a Saturday because we've got to be at matches and we're going to do more away matches next year. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with the DJ work at the moment. And of course I haven't done any for ages, so I've forgotten what to do.
Mr. Moley's been binge watching Wacky Races and Top Cat. Yes,
yes,
Hail.
yes. We were talking about that. We were going to watch some Hanna-Barbera, weren't we? We were talking about that. I was a big fan of Dick Dastardly. He was my favourite in the Wacky Races. Never worn it. I think I've already said I cried when he broke down on the line.
Can you do a Muttley laugh?
No, I can't remember.
But you answered that question.
I can't remember how he does it. How did he used to do it?
John
Motley?
Stevens is
A friend of mine used to be able to do it brilliant.
Millions, McDonald's fraud documentary. Interesting.
Oh, Millions.
David Scholes just was Broadchurch, fantastic TV. Yeah, I don't really like watching programs about dead children. Really, it's not news. They're
I
a
don't
bit
even know
depressing.
it was
No
about
one-
dead. Is it about dead children?
Yeah, nobody smiles. It's all no. It's not my kind of thing. Although it was very popular. I think I did watch the first series, but I've kind of left it now. Ryan Dunbar, watching that building Blackpool is coming in handy because, as last week's episode, I can tell you the old post office is going to be a new hotel.
Yeah, well, it
it
was supposed to. It was going to be a hotel, and I'm surprised it hasn't been because it's in a prime position. It's in a great position, and if they do it right, because it's obviously a very old building, but if they keep the old and make it modern and everything inside it, it's fantastic. I actually
great location for a hotel.
It is. I DJ'd a couple of years ago now at a hotel in Windermere called the Laura Ashley Bellsfield, which was the Bellsfield, quite near the front at near the lake at Windermere. You have to climb up. It's on a hill. It looks over Windermere Lake, and it was so beautiful. It was old fashioned, but when you went in, everything was really modern, but mixed with old. And I thought it was stunning. I thought it was absolutely stunning. I thought, God, this is a beautiful hotel. It was one of the best hotels I've ever worked in. And I like it when they do that, when they mix old and make it modern at the same time. It's great. It's absolutely great.
I really like the hotel at the Bowl and Brewery.
Oh yeah, I've DJed there a few times.
That's just absolutely beautiful, and just looking out the window and seeing that into it's just like the most stunning hotel. And you look out the window, the room I was in, it was just like down a ginnel, and you see the old chimneys, and it's just it's lovely. I loved it. I really loved.
I've DJed there a few times at Bowl and Brewery.
East Lancashire is absolutely stunning. Really is. It's I think it's the most beautiful part of the country. I know it's got Burnley in it, but it's the most beautiful. And Burnley, I'm not sort of saying Burnley's the most beautiful part of the country, but like Colne and Clitheroe and over there, it's really, really beautiful out in the countryside. Yeah,
this is one of the things Beast Music is saying. They need to stop coming to the seaside as your hospitals are smaller than ours. Well,
where are you, Beast Music?
Yeah, where are you? I mean, our problem is, the numbers are going up because people are coming to Blackpool, and it's just one of the things. You can't stop them coming, but I just wish they'd just treat it better.
Ednam says, hi Lee and Jane, sorry I'm a bit late.
That's hi Ednam.
I've just been watching the third round match of the FA Cup on 7th of January 2012, Fleetwood versus Blackpool. Blackpool won that match 5-1, an awesome game.
Yeah, we did.
I found my ticket from that match recently. That
brilliant. That Tom Ince and everything in that one.
I drove to that game.
Sorry, I didn't realise that Eddie was... I didn't put the two together with Eddie and Edmund last time today when you posted on two things, but... Yeah, I kind of course, Eddie didn't make sense to me at that time.
Kate says, get medley in Aldi. Delish. What is medley?
It's that Cadbury's medley.
Oh, the Cadbury's medley. Oh,
we're going to have to try it. In Aldi, is it? Right. Well,
well
do they have Cadbury's in Aldi? I didn't know they did Cadbury's.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Ah.
Sandra and Aid, chip shop names, not Blackpool, but in South Wales, came across a chippy called a fish called Rhonda.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, a fish called Rhonda. That's definitely up there.
Yeah. Very good. Andy says you're a great DJ.
Cheers, Andy. Yes, I know.
You're also a great videographer, aren't you?
I know. I'm really good at DJing. it's just one of them natural things that I've always been able to do. I've always just known music and what goes with what and everything else. But this has taken over so much that it's so, unfortunately, discos are always Saturdays and weddings and stuff, and it's very difficult to go and watch a Blackpool match and then have to shoot off to get yourself ready for a wedding that's got to be all set up by 7 o'clock, and it's really difficult. And I couldn't do any. Jane had to do all the away games this season, or most of them, because I couldn't go, because I can't get back from Birmingham and back home and get me DJ stuff and that. So it's just I can't do the two things, unfortunately. But
Nick says American Pickers is good. What is that? Tell us more.
American Pickers, is that where they go around picking, finding old whatever relics and stuff and all that, finding things to sell? Is that like antiques and stuff? Is that they find old things in old barns and stuff and buy them and sell them? Is that American Pickers?
David Scholes is a fan of the Anthill Mob.
Oh, Anthill Mob.
Wacky races,
yeah, they were good. They were good, but for me, it was always Dick Dastardly. I just always wanted to win. He never
won.
won.
Meant to like Penelope Pitstop, because I'm not sure.
No, she used to get on my nerves. Peter Perfect.
Oh no. Alan Smith from Millwall says we love Uncle Albert, Buston Merriweather, top geezer, played for Millwall, and top Lions Dan. Brilliant in Only Fools and Horses. R.I.P. Buster. Oh gosh, was he? Did he play for Millwall? That's amazing. I never knew that. Wow.
Did he? Uncle Albert did he?
Well,
wow.
That's a top fact. Cheers, Smithy.
Wow, Smith. Yeah, I tell you what, it's educational here. We never
do
knew
learn
that.
a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
Mum says
Only
we're
Fools and
watching
Horses was so good.
The legend that's Peter Kay car share. Lots of laughs. Yeah, that's really funny, isn't it? I love
we love Peter Kay, don't we?
There was one on recently, wasn't there? He did an audio version of it that was on a few weeks ago. Yeah, very funny. I'm quite fussy about comedy, but that one I love.
Leah has confirmed that Mark can do a multi laugh constantly. No voice.
Bless him.
Oh.
Mr. Merley says I'm in the posh suburbs of Burnley. The posh suburbs of Burnley.
Beautiful.
Oh, actually, Burnley.
It's from the Midlands, and the hospitals there are massive.
Oh, right. Whereabouts in the Midlands? Beast music. Oh,
Jane used to live in Walsall.
I did.
She lived in Walsall, and she was secretary for Chase, near Chase Water, if you know. If you know that Chase Town. Yeah, it is the.
The R rates. It's
high.
1 point something they're saying.
It's gone high because people are blooming coming here.
Well, to be fair,
yes, picking collectibles. That's it. Yeah.
We went to
it's a good show.
We went to the supermarkets last week, and there was definitely not social distancing going on. It wasn't whether they were tourists that had come in, but it seemed a lot more lax in the supermarket last Saturday than it's been. Which was worrying, really. They were just, people just, it was not good. Hopefully, it'll be better today, but. We will see. Catch the pigeon, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. They always used to have they used to have these cartoons, didn't they? I always wanted them to get caught. The pigeon used to get on my nerves. Roadrunner used to get on my nerves. I was like Wile E. Coyote to get him. I just wanted him to get him. Just get him. I hated him. And, there was a Tweety Pie. I used to root for Sylvester. I just wanted Sylvester to eat the darn thing. Used to get on my nerves. And no, I used to, honestly, none of those.
Ian is in Telford. Yeah, that's very close to where I used to live, actually. I used to live just off Junction 10 of the M6, and I think Telford's Junction 10A. I went there once to watch Telford play Hinckley in an FA Cup 4th round replay.
Do you know that word that Mr. Moley's put there? The
Arboretum, yeah, the Arbo in Walsall. Yeah, it's a big park with trees.
Oh, is that what an arboretum is?
Yeah, it's been on one of your videos, the Arbo in Walsall, or when I was on the bus to, is it Southend? When you see all the trees and the swans on the lake, that was the Arbo in Walsall. They used to have.
I didn't even know what that word was.
They used to have Walsall illuminations in the Arboretum. They used to have to pay to get in, and they'd have a lot of they were all Blackpool reject. I always used to say they were they were Blackpool reject illuminations. You had to pay to go in and see. I went once or twice. It was quite good, but it wasn't Blackpool.
Garlic bread. It's the future. It's the future, right? It's the future.
Mexicans put under the carpet.
Underlay! Woohoo!
Speedy
Beach
Gonzalez.
music is from Wolverhampton. Is that where Noddy Alder was from?
Wolverhampton. Oh, we have Kev's a Wolves fan who's I don't know if he's still here.
They've done very well, haven't they? Wolverhampton this year. They've been amazing. They've been incredible in the
Some
Premier
great
League.
pubs in Wolverhampton. I did a nice pub crawl around Wolverhampton when I went to a gig there a year or two back.
What was the gig?
The gig was Unhinged. They're a punk band from Stourbridge. It was actually their farewell gig, and I'll tell you where it was if I can remember. It was a great little venue in town. Remind me at Beast Music where this venue will have been that I went to in Wolverhampton.
Uncle Albert had a trial for Millwall and made the bench. It's a lovely geezer.
Oh, right.
Wow, he was a good player then. He must have been a great... Sniper about saying nice haircut. Referring to mine.
Have you done it again this morning?
I've been doing my... I think I said a few weeks ago, I've watched videos on how to do it with clippers, but it just gets a bit hard around the back and trying to get it like straight along the sides. But
you do a grand job.
But yeah, you've got to do like a number one up to and make a kind of a line round your head. In fact, Alexander did. My son, he did it, but he actually put some string round his head and did to the string.
It's like putting a ball round.
Yeah, just put a string round, to get your number one, and then you go up on a number two, and you kind of go up and out. It's quite easy to do. But I was saying to Jane, we were in Asda last week, and there was a young lad who'd obviously been doing his hair with with some clippers, and it was just he shaved it underneath, and it was just all over the place. There was just bits hanging off everywhere. I mean, it was great around the front, but around the back.
Mr. Moley's off moling. Yeah. Yeah, but nice to have you in and
look after your lawns, Mr. Moley.
Thanks for not giving us any jokes today, like you did on Tuesday, and enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you on Tuesday for the quiz.
What's black and white and eats like a horse? A zebra karaoke.
Oh.
Karaoke? Karaoke.
Oh dear, what was I just saying about jokes? Come back, Mr. Moley. All is forgiven. No, it wasn't the Civic Hall. It was a smaller venue. It was a pub.
A zebra karaoke.
With a separate room for. I think we had to go upstairs. Paul Blue Nose is here. Hello, how you doing? Hi, Paul.
Oh, hi, Paul.
We've got quite a lot.
Hey, the Midlands are arriving, aren't they? We've got somebody from Wolverhampton. We've got Telford, Birmingham.
Kevin Chase. Gosh.
Wow,
Midlands take over.
It's a Midlands Fest. We've got nobody in at the moment from Thailand or Australia. No. Where's our Australia gang? Where are they?
National contingent gone.
Yeah, where
Andy the Hurstman's off. Thank you for popping in.
Oh, bye, Andy. Thanks for popping in. And I'm sure you're not doing discos at the moment either, are you? But you'll be busy with your other work, won't you?
Rob says he spent a lot of time growing up in Wolverhampton. My dad moved there when I was little.
Oh. I've only ever been to watch Blackpool. The only time I've ever been to Blackpool was to watch them play, against Wolves away, and that was when they had what was that striker they used to love at Wolves?
Steve Bull.
Yeah, Steve Bull. Yeah, God, he was a great player, wasn't he? And there was that other player that we had on loan from Wolves as well. That was a brilliant blonde lad. I can't remember. I think he was playing for them then. He was a brilliant. Yeah, it was really. It was weird then because at Wolves, if I remember rightly, we were in the cop end, and then the Wolves fan had it was half the cop, and then the side that we were looking down on the left was all closed, all of it closed on one side. People just need to stay away. Yes, they do.
I need to find out what this place is in Wolverhampton.
Black, white, and eats a horse. That's Beats Music. I go on the Haven sites in Blackpool every year, but I wouldn't dream of going there now, as there's a lot of elderly in Blackpool, and it would overwhelm your hospitals. Well, yes, totally agree with you. It's one of those things, but people, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but they just love to come to the sea, and with people being cooped up for weeks and weeks and then the chance to go out and and be allowed to come to Blackpool and walk, but it's weird, there's no toilets open or anything, so if you come you can't go to the loo, so I don't know how people are going on with that sort of stuff. It's all shut, so it's not properly open yet.
I can't even find it.
Alan Smith says, my missus cut my barnet the other day. Stevie Wonder on 10 cans of Stella was doing a better job.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Smithy, you can do it yourself. Honestly, it's dead easy to do it yourself if you've got some clippers. You just honestly, if you look on YouTube under how to like cut your own hair with clippers, you just use a mirror and like you have to look. Well, basically, I have a mirror and I put that towards my main mirror and look in the little mirror. I can just see what I'm doing, but it's just a little bit hard to get the it just right at the back. But never mind, it's good enough. You don't see me from the back, which is all right.
The Gifford Arms, I think that was it.
Yeah, Steve Bull. Yeah,
Wolverhampton.
Steve Bull. He was brilliant. But we had somebody on loan from Wolves.
When?
Be in the 80s. Somebody on loan. We had him on loan from Wolves. He was a brilliant player.
In the 80s?
Yeah, before your
before
time.
my time, yeah.
By the way, how's the vote going? We don't know. We've no idea. Just keep voting for us in the Football Content Awards. We really want to bring it back to Blackpool.
Yeah,
we really
we
want
do.
to win. I mean, we've got to show Preston that we can go to London again and come back with a trophy. You know, that's the thing. And of course, we've already mentioned that young Ben Cod's Vlogs. He's actually watching on this live stream. He's got a brilliant channel called Cod's Vlogs, and he's a Fleetwood fan, and he's up for Young Creator of the Year, and I think he's going to win it. If I'm being honest, he's fabulous, and he's just done sort of an interview with the Fleetwood goalie, which even if you're not a Fleetwood fan, it's a great listen, and you can just listen to it in the car, or you don't have to watch it. You can just listen. It's fabulous. He's such a fantastic young man, and he's so good. His interviewing technique's brilliant, and he's going to go far. He's going to be a star.
I'll just put the link to the vote again if you haven't voted yet.
Yeah, they could honestly beast it. I think Wolves could easily get in the top four. They're playing really, they're really, really good, aren't they've kind of set the Premier League alight, really. Where Blackpool tried to, but Wolves are really good. Come on down to the sea, see the Blackpool FC. But when the football returns, don't until it's safe. Yeah, exactly. Don't come down to Blackpool and see the sea. Jamie O'Hara. No, it wasn't Jamie O'Hara.
Before that, wasn't it?
It's like a blonde.
It's driving you mad, isn't it?
It is driving me mad. My dad loved him as well. He was a right good player. He was a really good player.
Best excuse for a midlife crisis: grow your hair long. Yeah, I've seen some growing long and some shaving it off, aren't they?
If we don't win, there'll be banners on the MC. Oh my God! No, the good thing is nobody will know when we're coming back. Nobody will know if we've won or lost, will they? So yeah, could you imagine that? Banners on the M55 we're coming back saying losers or something. You didn't win the Football Content Awards. That'd be terrible.
Rob's asking, was it Danny Craney, the ex-Wolves player from the 80s?
No. We only had him on loan. Can't remember his name. You won't be able to find it either. Yeah, somebody will either know it or they don't. It was a blonde head. I'm sure he was a.
What position was he?
Sure. I can't even remember. I just remember we had something on loan from Wolves, and then if I remember rightly, he was. I can't remember if when we went to the game, he took us apart a bit, and my dad was like, "Oh, this lad's a good tasty." And then we got him on loan, or I can't remember if we had him on loan, and then he tore us apart when he went back, and it was hard to take. I can't. My memory's gone on. It's that long ago.
2 Rangers players I forgot play for the Seasiders, if you remember them, because I didn't. Andy Halliday and John Fleck. That was the first thing I did when on
John.
Oh, cheers, Ryan, for voting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan, for voting for us. That's really kind.
No, John Fleck doesn't even ring the vaguest of bells.
John
Andy
Fleck.
Halliday sort of does a little bit, but no.
John Fleck actually does ring a bell with me, but Andy Halliday for me, no. No, they can't have done very well. There's only one player from Rangers that we really remember.
Andy Much.
Oh, it could have been.
I don't remember. Was he ever here?
No,
I don't. Well, I wouldn't remember it as before my time, but
it'll come to me in my sleep. I'll wake up one morning, and go boing, it'll be in my head. My brain will keep.
You'll wake up in the night and you'll go boing.
No, it'll pop into my head. You know, like these things do. Dylan Kerr.
Dylan Kerr, yeah, I named my cat after him. I loved him.
Yeah, I remember Dylan Kerr. Yeah.
It's funny how some loanees you remember and some you just like it was if they were never here. But yeah, Dylan Kerr scoring that goal against Burnley at home in the 5-2. He's
We
whipping
had
it across. Was it a cross or?
Monkey Clements. Hello, Monkey Clements. Hi.
Hey, Monkey.
There was we had a player actually on loan, like not last season but the season before when we all came back. I think it's called Sorensen, wasn't he, from Newcastle? And Alexander's friend was a Newcastle fan, and he'd gone along with us to Accrington Stanley that first game back just to see this lad play. He was on the bench, and we never played him. And he was apparently a world beater. Newcastle were going mental about the fact we just didn't play him. He'd scored so many goals in Newcastle reserves, and we just never played him. And it was when Terry McPhillips, he just didn't play him. And so sometimes they don't even get to play. You think, why did you even come on loan? What's the point?
Beast, are you a Blackpool fan in Wolverhampton? Sounding like you are. Nick Muller says, will anyone notice that Fleetwood versus Accrington behind closed doors because there's no fans? now.
Yeah, we've got to be we've got to be half kind to Fleetwood. We can't be too nasty because obviously we're big friends with Ben now. So
Beast says, do you think Charlie Adam will return before the end of his career? Well, he was.
He did. He come back with
Mosh, wasn't he, when he came back with Reading?
Yeah. Well, he came back, didn't he, for the Reading game? They put him on for 5 minutes, and he got the biggest applause of the game. I mean, we love Charlie. I mean, we just love him. You know what I mean? He could have had the key to the town, really.
It would be lovely to have him back.
Loved him back.
Just to have his influence.
And all we kept saying was that the shirt didn't suit him because it was hoops going across, and it made him look. He needed stripes.
It made him look fat.
He needed stripes going down the other way, didn't he? So it wasn't the right shirt. It wasn't the right club for him at all.
He's selling his house, isn't he? So
yeah, he's selling his house. Yeah, which is sad.
Napper's mum, read the content awards. You and Jane are winners in my eyes already. Oh, bless you, to reach the final. 10 finalists out of the many thousand entrants. You will nail this. Good luck. Lots of love. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
that's really lovely.
I mean, it's a big honour, and as I say, we're going to be in the Blackpool Gazette about it on Monday, which is really exciting. We hope that it pulls us some more votes in. We honestly, we really want to. We'd love to win it. We just love to win it. But like I say, just to be a finalist, it's incredible. I mean, if you'd have told me when I went down to make a stupid video about cleaning seats at Bloomfield Road that all the things that I'd have met Jane and we'd be doing this and talking to you guys and in the Football Content Awards and doing videos. I mean, I set out on it and I just thought I'm going to make a video and just see where it goes. And I remember at the time when I made it, my two boys were like, I said, I like a video, I'm putting it on YouTube. They're all like, you'd be a YouTuber? Dad, are you daft? So, they were giving me all this abuse. I said, but I never know. You never know. You just never know what it's going to take. Yes, and I'm going to try it and see where it goes. And to get, a phone call from Quest HD within a couple of days of putting that video up was unbelievable. But where'd you go from there? So hopefully to win the Football Content Awards would maybe take me to somewhere where I've wanted to go since I met Quest HD, because I've never got anywhere near that since, and that's my first video. So it's all never been quite as good as that first video in a way, but we have done lots and lots of stuff, and it's been amazing. And I'm just, from both of us, really, we just thank you so much for coming and joining us on this, and following the videos and watching the videos, and those of you that are watching in the Midlands and watching in Australia, if you're on, and from Thailand, it blows our minds, doesn't it? Really,
it does. Yeah,
it really does blow our mind. Yeah, we are, honestly. We appreciate every one of you, and we appreciate every vote that you give us.
Stu Max, Stu MC, Stu Mc. Any plans for Ryan Hardy next season? I wish teams would back young strikers rather than journeymen. Yeah, I don't really know what went on with Ryan Hardy, whether it was an attitude problem.
But it can't have been an attitude problem, because every time you saw him, he was at everything. Everything that I went to behind the scenes, the start of the season, he was there, big smile on his face. The ones where the fans went down to the ground to meet the players. He was always there. He was lovely, and not only that, he scored that great goal, didn't he? In the Carabao Cup, where he just went round the keeper, looked like a proper striker.
He looked great when he come on at Rochdale,
and he never really got a look in, did he? After that, and then he went down there and banging him in for fun. You couldn't believe it, could you? He was scoring goals, coming off the bench and scoring though, which was weird as well. They loved him down there, but they never actually started him, did they? He was like a super sub. Christian Benteke is being linked with Blackpool. Is he? Ooh.
Ryan says they spoke about Charlie Adams' free kick on Football Daft and would love to see him back. And also Ferguson, remember, with Bob Malcolm as assistant, also ex-Rangers.
Yeah, well, it was a great free kick. It was an amazing free kick. And yeah, Barry Ferguson, yeah. Hopefully we'll have a Rangers, a bit more contact with Rangers and Liverpool, with Neil McDonald. It'd be great, won't it?
Adam says, hi, Lee, can I ask who is the one signing you would sign, a realistic one? I know you're not asking me, but I'll say that striker from Tranmere.
Yeah, oh, yes. Yeah, no, yeah, I was just thinking then. Yeah, what's he called, the lad from
I don't know, but
Tranmere?
it was great.
Yeah, he scored against us home and away, didn't he?
Someone will tell us.
Yeah, what's the name of him? Christy, the one with the blonde, the black lad with the blonde sort of hair that they were all ribbing a bit. The Blackpool fans are rigging, saying the poor man's.
He was the best one that we saw.
Oh, he was a great.
Yeah,
he's a good striker. Him.
Ryan says, these past few weeks, and I've never done this for any YouTuber before, but you two really have a special place in my heart. Hopefully, when you come up, a friendship could start. Already love you both, dear. Oh, bless you, Ryan.
But honestly, we were saying before that this. As it goes on, you kind of become a bit of a family, we can't wait, So Ryan's going to be on, and Jane was saying, even before the show, she said, it's his anniversary, today. So we're all excited about it, so we are, even Dennis Hutch, so always giving us stick, but we love a bit of banter and everything. It's great, you know what I mean? We just love all of you lot. Oh, Paul Maynard. He's had a bad week with your wife. His left, but I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, we did see that.
Yeah, we are sorry.
Paul, we're sorry to hear that.
Honestly, Paul, but
hopefully you can move on.
Life kind of goes. All I can say is life goes on, and it does go on. You may get back together. You may not want to get back together. To be honest, you never know. But yeah, life does go on, and there'll be
still got your friends,
somebody
Paul.
Else, and yeah, you've got us behind you, Paul. Any time.
David is asking, can you make a living out of this? Well, yes, if we're getting hundreds of thousands of views, we need definitely. There's different ways of doing it. There's the super chat. There's
there is super chat. You can actually pop a.
You can give us some money.
You can if you want to help us. You can super chat and donate something to us. That's great. At the moment, it's not really been about the money. It's just a passion of ours. But it would be great to actually make it a living, so we could do more. You know what I mean? I've been doing more because we've been stuck in lockdown, and I've been doing lots and lots of stuff.
But it's leading to other things. I mean, we've got people like Rob from Brighter State of Mind. It is a good example. People contacting Lee, asking him to do other kinds of video work. Because they see what the good work that he does with
Morgan
these videos
Ferrier
on this channel. So that it is leading to other things that will build over time. But obviously, it's a little bit difficult to go out and film. Say adverts for businesses, for example, at the moment when you can't you can't get out there and see people, and businesses perhaps haven't got so much money at the moment. But it's definitely something that's
for me it would be like a
dream job.
Yeah, I would like to make videos for people with for adverts, for the businesses, for local businesses, because I can do all that. Now it's my passion. Jimmy Palmer is saying 1,000 is required to get monetized. Yes, it is. You've got to have 1,000. Hi, Jimmy. You've got to have 1,000 subscribers, and you've got to have 4,000 hours of watch time. Well, we're way past that.
Oh, David is just giving us £5 in the super chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Anybody else? Just keep going. Any advance on 5? Although we've got like 1,800 subscribers, honestly, you don't make really any money off monetizing on YouTube. People seem to think, and I've been on a lot of Facebook groups as well as YouTube, and they're all, sub for sub. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and they all think they're going to make fortunes when you get 1,000 subscribers. You literally don't make anything. You're lucky if you make. Well, you're lucky if you make £1 on a video, really. It's that. It's
a labour of love, isn't it?
Yeah. Until you get like sponsored, really. That's the thing. To get your channel sponsored and your advertising stuff.
Yeah,
but
we've
actually,
been talking about getting a sponsor for my away days, haven't we, and things like that. So there's other ways around it.
So this
you got to work at it though. You really have got to work at it, and we work at it every day, don't
yeah. This episode of Lee Charles TV at 3 is sponsored by David Scholes.
we? Yeah. We need to scroll back up. We've had a few comments we've missed there now.
Oh, we're right. Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah, it was Morgan Ferrier is the Dennis Hutch is the creepy uncle. Dennis Hutch is the bad. I love all your stuff, Dennis. It makes me laugh. I like something that makes me laugh. It was Morgan Ferrier. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and they were saying he was like a poor man's Christian Benteke, weren't they? Were singing that at him, yeah.
Cods Vlogs, Ben says, been loving your videos on away day rankings and the prom walks and in Stanley Park. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
We've been loving your stuff as well.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, the away day rankings is getting, we're getting up there. What number are we up to now in the rankings? Are we up to, what position are we up to? 15?
No, we're doing that next. 15. Yeah, we're doing 14 to 11. I think is the next one coming up. Then we're going to do a top 10 and maybe do a top 3 and keep everybody in suspense over who the top 3 is going to be.
It's nice. It's exciting. Back and remembering actually all the away days from last.
Kevin Ellison would be good for us. Who does he play for? Kevin Ellison. It rings a bell, but I can't think who he is.
Ryan says, hearing you two remembered it was my anniversary day to get me nearly tearing up here. I'm a relative stranger on the other end of the screen, and you remember that. Everything, guys.
Your family. You're our Rangers family, Ryan. We're coming to see you. It's going to happen. It's not even like in any doubt. We're coming up to see Rangers this season. We can't wait to meet you. Honestly, it's going to be great. Going to be great.
Cos Vlog says, yeah, that's so true. It's about £1.50 on 1,000 views, isn't it? January is absolutely awful for revenue.
Yeah, it's not even people are obsessed with, I get 1,000 subscribers, you get monetized. You don't make any. The only thing it does do is because you get monetized, YouTube start like promoting your videos a little bit more because they want to put adverts on your videos. So you do get a little bit more exposure to your videos, but you don't really make any money at all. It's all down to sponsorship and but for me it'd be video work. I'd like to go out and make adverts for people. And
there was one YouTuber, I can't remember what club it was, and he's got at the beginning all this banner with sponsored by this.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot of sponsors, hasn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember who that was, but he's obviously he's doing that, so there's that way of doing it.
That's kind of what we may look into a bit more to try and get sponsored, especially when we get like a TV show going.
Get our product placement as well. I could like review a pie every week.
We could be just chewing a pen. So anybody's got a pen company, we could chew a pen. We can advertise Samsung or Apple products. If there's anybody watching from Samsung, we use Samsung. Jane uses an Apple, so
don't give them free advertising. They've got to pay for it. Jimmy Palmer says, to me, it's just about enjoying making the videos rather than having large audience. Well, exactly. That's that's the main thing. You've got to do what you love, haven't you? And we love doing this. Are you a YouTuber, Jimmy, yourself?
But actually, Jimmy, on that though, I actually like making the videos, but I get very disappointed when nobody watches them. I put a lot of effort into them, so I would like a large audience just so that when I do a lot of work, it kind of, it gets thousands watch it, because it makes you, it makes you feel good that people like it, and I like people to comment and tell me I'm brilliant.
Ryan says we've been lagging out of sync, but it's back now.
Oh, that's weird. That'll just be the broadband. They're trying to reduce the broadband thing, aren't they? So it may just be a little bit of a lag. But
we do have improved tech on the way, so watch this space. In maybe a couple of weeks, is it? We could have something a little bit different coming up for you on these live streams.
Yeah, we are. Yes, I mean we can tell them if you want. It's not a problem. It's not.
I would tell them, but I don't understand. I've
got
the tech guru.
Yes, I do this. This stream is done. We do this on my Sony camera. It's a Sony RX100 V7, which you're watching us on now, and that is into what's called an Elgato HD60, which is like a gaming game capture, which is not perfect for the camera, but it does the job. I have to mess around with the audio sync, which is where I've been out of sync before, but we're not now, and that comes into a USB port on the computer. But the only problem with the HD60 is I can't do Zoom calling on my camera and bring them into this. So I've had to buy a new sort of Camlink thing, and you can't get hold of cam links to, like, when the world was full of toilet rolls, it's now impossible to get camera thing because everybody's wanting to live stream, but I've managed to get one which should be coming here by the 13th of June, and then I can do Zoom calls and we can bring them, so we can bring you in to, if you want to, you'll be able to ring us, you'll be able to come on the show and I'll be able to get you on the video. So that's going to allow us to bring in YouTubers like Ben and other people. We can come in, we can have a chat with them online.
So
it's
a
not just
little bit like if you've been on Toon Army TV and seen what he does, he brings people
yeah,
in
all
on
other
the
people
live
in,
stream,
and we can
so-
talk to people and get, you know, people's opinions from other clubs and stuff, and that's going to be really exciting. I'm dead excited about it, but as I say, I can't do it because I can't do it with this.
But give it a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
you know, and if you want
it's
to
gonna
come
be
in and
there.
join us,
Yeah, you will be. We will
be
be able
inviting
to
people
take
in.
you in, and you'll be able to come in. I've got to work out how to do it, but I've got to get the thing that allows me to do it first. So, but when we do, it's gonna be great.
Ednam said it'd be great once the season starts again, possibly doing interviews with Blackpool players and perhaps players from the other teams, perhaps having a Q&A session on one of the vlogs like today. Yeah, we do. They say that's sort of that we are looking to bring in people, so watch this space. Ryan says, can't wait to welcome us both to the Blue Sea of Ibrox and nearer the time organising to meet up. Yes, we are looking forward to that already.
We can't wait.
David says, change the word is nerd. No, guru. He's tech guru. I tell you what, we've been watching.
I'm not a nerd, honestly. I've had to learn so
we are
much.
coming up. It's nearly time. It's injury time now.
You won't believe how
But
much stress I've been through just getting this to work.
Just to say, we've been watching The Big Bang Theory, and we're coming up towards the end of season 8 now. But we keep seeing things on there, thinking, oh God, you know, we'd love to have that. And last night we were watching it, and they got these cereal dispensers. So you know, these containers that where you can just, I can't describe it, but you know a cereal dispenser. So you just pull the thing and the cereal comes out into your bowl.
You just twist it and it drops out.
Oh, I'm like, I paused it and I said to Lee, look at that. I said, look at that, look behind it. So I'm looking at that cereal dispenser. Like, we're straight on hours and
we've got to have
the
it.
more we watch Big Bang, the more like
the more things we keep
stuff
buying. We've got a
we
thing that folds
buy.
clothes that Sheldon's using, all sorts of
the
and a tea thing, for Jane's teas, a little box with all the different flavoured teas in. Yeah, that's really good. So we are becoming Sheldon in our own.
4 minutes into injury time, so we'll just rattle through. If you've got any last comments before we go shopping.
Yes, I know we should buy the cam link. You just can't, Jimmy. You can't get one. So I've actually gone for something even more expensive than the cam link called a Magewell, which is even better than that, but it was the only thing that was available. I've had a cam link on order since, when did I first order it? In April, and then they mentioned back and said we can't get it till June, till June, and then they said August. So you just can't get them. There's no chance of getting a cam link, which is really what we need. Exactly.
Right, yeah. Cosvlog says hopefully bring two trophies back to the Far Coast in November. Yeah, that will be wonderful, wouldn't it?
We've got to.
That'll be a party that night, wouldn't it?
Ben, you're going to win. You're just going to
Yeah, you are the
win.
best.
There's none of them. No, I tell you, there's not a young one like you on there. There's no chance. You've got interviews with players, and it's unbelievable.
David says fun with flags. We have actually a guy who sells flags has been in touch with Lee. And,
So
maybe we can do something.
Fun with
something with him.
Fun with flags. Yeah.
Do you watch Young Sheldon? No, we're going to watch it when we finish. Big
Bang.
Bang.
We are. We haven't finished Big Bang yet. We're on to. We're just telling. We're nearly finished season 8, haven't we?
Season 8, yeah.
So there's 12 seasons to go. There's a lot. There's like 24 episodes in every season, so it's taken a long time. But
Alan Smith says, good luck with the awards, Lee and Jane. Hope you win, guys. Take care and take care to all people today. Football
with
family,
flags, yeah. Well, we can do it. We can do it. Jane can be Amy.
Paul Maynard says, thank you guys this afternoon. Rob says, that sounds great show. Cos Vlogs, thank you very much. There is these 2 big YouTubers in with 9-10k, but I hope to beat them.
Yeah, but they're not a patch on you. It doesn't matter how many subscribers they've got. It's just the content, isn't it? So
Brian says, see you Tuesday.
Even if you don't
win,
win,
worry, I'm still here. Yeah, come back to the quiz. We've got our quiz on Tuesday night, 7:00, live football quiz. It's all clubs. It's not just Blackpool. It's not Blackpool at all. We haven't featured Blackpool in our quiz, have we? So come back Tuesday night, 7:00 for our live quiz. We're here every week. Jimmy says, this is my first live stream of yours. If it's okay, I'm curious to ask, what is your career? I hope to be creating video advertisements in the future as well.
Well, my career was not videography. I'm actually, was a DJ, and I actually own a taxi in Blackpool. Is my career, but what I would like to do, because it is my hobby and it's become my passion really, is making videos. So we started the video following Blackpool Football Club, and it's gone fantastic. But there's things I want to do. The same as you are. I want to make advertisements for people and and do paid video work really, because I enjoy the whole process of making movies.
The
I love it.
lockdown's kind of forced Lee's hand really, because obviously he can't drive the taxi and he can't do DJ work during this time, so he's had the time to just to focus on making the videos and making them better. And things have been coming up already, haven't they? So
people are contacting us to do certain things because you just get noticed in the end. And I think that's the thing, Jimmy. You've just got to make videos and put them on and get better at it, and people notice how good your work is and how good your editing skills are, and it will be seen, and people will get in touch with you, and they'll say they like it, and can you do something like that for me?
David says not too much Montezuma chocolate, Jane. No, well, there's no Waitrose in Blackpool, so no choice, but maybe Mr. Amazon can
Here we are. We need to do a Scottish football kits round. See how many people get football kits round. Can we do a Scottish football kits?
We could bear that in mind. Yes.
We will put it on the whiteboard for you, Ryan.
We've got to get a whiteboard. Yeah, I've got a whiteboard actually. I've got a couple of ideas for rounds. I need to write that tomorrow, the quiz. So not last minute.
Mazzini's struggling. The reception is terrible. It's his end. I don't know. We'll have to see. We don't know. Obviously, we can't see. It all looks perfect from our end, and nobody's saying anything. So we don't know if this has been really good or not.
Ben says he's got a John Parkin podcast released on Monday. So we'll look forward to that. So everybody get on Cod's vlogs and have a look at that. Jimmy says, if you ever create a videography company, let me know. I'm 17. It's a difficult industry to get into. Well, you know what? If you want to make something happen and you work hard at it, you can make it happen.
It's not particularly difficult. Nothing's difficult. It's up to you to get into it, if that makes sense. So you just start making videos.
It's all about the effort and sort of knowing what to do to get in there with the right people and get yourself out there, because there's a lot of people making money out of making videos who are not very good. So
yeah, they are.
Really, it's just knowing.
Point in fact is 11 Media. We've watched some of their stuff that they've done. It's absolute garbage, to be honest. I don't even know how football clubs are paying in millions for what they do, because some of their video work is shocking. Whoever edits the videos needs sacking.
We need to. It's coming up to 5:02, so we need to wind this up now.
Big Steb, hello, Big Steb. I didn't know you were on, but
Big Stevie.
Stevie, Big Stevie. It's fine where he is, so that's good. It must just be signals where people are, because as far as we can see, everything's absolutely fine.
Right, well, thank you for coming,
Thank you
guys.
to Ben. Thank you to everyone. Don't forget to vote for us in the Football Content Awards, because we need to bring the trophy back to Blackpool. We'd love to have a joint celebration with Ben of Cos Vlogs, of course. It would be brilliant for the Foul Coast.
Tell your friends about us. Bring them along to the quiz on Tuesday.
Come along to the quiz, because Jane does put quite a bit of work into it, and it's pretty good fun. You can also watch the quizzes back as well. You can play along and see how well you did. We don't give the answers until the end. Tangerine Aid, thank you very much. Still here. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all of you voting, and thanks for watching our channel, and just thanks for coming on these live streams. We couldn't do it all without you, and thank you very much.
David says you're doing a great job. Don't let fame spoil you.
No, we're not.
Feet firmly on the ground. All right.
I think we're a long way off fame, but thank you very much for the the super chat.
You got recognised in the supermarket.
Yeah, I got recognised in the supermarket the other day, so there you are. That's one off my bucket list. Somebody recognised me in the supermarket.
All right, see you. Ryan says, before you go, did you see my tweet last week? Working bumping your subs. Yes, we did. Thank you, Ryan. That was really nice of you. Very kind. Thank you very much.
Keep it up. Thanks, Ben. We'll see you. We'll look forward to seeing your video with John Parkin. It'll be great. It's a bit of a love-hate with John Parkin and Blackpool, isn't it, with Preston and everything.
Is there any love there with John Parkin?
I don't think there is any love, but we'll still watch it anyway because we
love
you. Right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
See you Tuesday for the quiz.
See you all next week, and stay safe and keep washing your hands and doing all the things that they say, and just hopefully we'll all get through this, and football will be back one day and we can do all football videos for you again. But I say thanks a lot. See you. Bye.